Good morning, YouTube. How are you guys this morning? I know I'm going a little early today because I'm ready to just rock and roll the day. I got music in the background. Hold on. Notice my microphone is like over there. I gotta hold it because it comes off the table. Let's see. Let's wait for some people to roll in before. I want to make sure that the background music is not distracting. And nobody's here for me to ask yet, so I gotta wait for everybody to kind of start to roll in, get their notifications. So for those of you watching the replay, you're the only one seeing this. Welcome. Thank you for coming and watching the replay. For those that are watching this now. Oh, I got 2 people in here. Yay! Hey, so those that are in here, I know you might be lurkers and not wanting to comment. Hey, good morning, Holly. Is that background music annoying? Like, is it overbearing, too loud? Do I need to lower it? It's the first time I've really done the music without me running to the restroom or going to grab something. So I just want to make sure it's okay. But I thought I would try it out this time around. Let me see. Oh, somebody pounced in and pounced out. Let me lower it one more notch. Hey, good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, Lisa. I got a text from my daughter. I got to check it. I figured I'll wait a little bit because I started early, so I'll wait for some people to roll in before I start getting packing. She just says, look what I got from an order I placed for work, ceramic canisters. Oh, how nice. Look at somebody's, oh my gosh, my phone is dusty. I don't know, one of her suppliers. YouTube notification sent her those. Those are so cute. How nice. It's always nice to get freebies when they're good freebies. I'm not a fan of, like, I know some people will send like candy with their orders. I don't like that, especially hard candy. Right now, meltables are a huge thing. You guys want to see my daughter? I've never showed her on here, but let me show you. There's me. Reflections. There's my daughter. Isn't she beautiful? Oh, I love her. I'm so lucky to have her. All right. Nice butt. What? My mother sent me this. Showing you guys all my stuff. She sent me this. It says nice butt for a farmhouse sign. Oh, a bathroom sign. That's kind of funny. How's the music? Is it too loud, you guys? Can you hear it? Is it too low? Because maybe you want to hear that over me. But I thought I'd start putting like background because sometimes it's so quiet as I'm packing. So I thought it would be a nice addition. But if it's kind of annoying and it's overbearing, then let me know and I'll turn it off. Just want to at least try it. Try it out. Yeah, I got to see her for Mother's Day. It was great. It was great. I haven't seen her for Mother's Day in so long. Since she grew up, moved out of the house, and since we moved over here, and now we're, well, I think 4 hours from her house. 3 hours from where we moved from, but she was an hour away from me, so now 4 hours. And I got a text from my son today asking me what I think he should cook for supper this weekend for meals. He's tired of highly processed foods. So I thought that was nice of him to reach out to his mama for some recipe suggestions. All right, nobody is answering me. It's my issue going on here. Nobody's answering me about the sound. All right, let me check. I'm going to open up YouTube. Make sure StreamYard is not messing up. Make sure it's just y'all aren't chatting with me. Stop. It's a little distracting. That's just my opinion. Okay, I'm going to turn it off then. All right, I'll turn it off. Maybe that's why you guys are so quiet. It's because of that. Or maybe it's just a huge delay too. I don't know. But yeah, I know I went early this morning. I was up early. I got down here. I didn't have as many items to pull. I think I have 11 items maybe to ship today. So it didn't take very long. And of course, they were quick and easy to find. And if anybody was here on Monday, I left the stream frustrated because there was 2 things I couldn't find. And thankfully today I sold something out of the same tote that this item was supposed to be in on Monday, but it wasn't there. And I went to look for these other items and they weren't there either. And I'm like, what is going on? Why are 2 things missing from this tote? And then it dawned on me, I must have 2 totes labeled the same number. So I came over here behind my desk, and that is exactly what happened. So yesterday I stopped at 4 Dollar Trees to find these that I sold on Monday. They were sold out everywhere. And I'm like, I'm going to have to cancel that order. I can't find them. And I found them. I did have them. And I even said to my mom, I'm like, I don't understand why I can't, why I couldn't find them. Because I remember listing 3 of them. And I know I sold 2, because I'm selling them in sets. And I remember selling 2 sets to one person, so which meant I had 1 set left. I couldn't find them. I was so baffled by it. But that's it. I have 2 J8 totes. So I got to go pull that second J8 tote out and relabel it. Either J8A or I don't know, J9. I'm running out of space again. So my goal this week was to stay home and organize my space. I have a death pile. I don't know if you can see those shelves right there. They go along this wall that go to my outdoor door. And it's all stuff to be listed, or pretty much almost to go through, because some of it might be garage sale and not even stuff I'm going to list. So I got to go through that, because I showed you guys the other day all these flowers of my mom, and I got to find a place for them. They are like blocked. I can't even walk through here. It's so difficult right now. So I got to get them up off the floor, put them on those shelves. So I got to go through that. So that is my goal this week. But of course, yesterday I had to take off and go get my purse, which I left in my mom's car on Sunday. So I said, well, since I'm driving the 35 miles, I might as well do some sourcing. Yeah, I didn't get home till 7 o'clock last night. I ended up driving an hour to a Walmart and did some sourcing, and I hit the jackpot on quite a few electronic items. I was really excited. So I decided to hit another Walmart on the way home and grab stuff from there empty-handed. Walked out empty-handed with those items. They had nothing even close to what that Walmart had on clearance. And then my plan was today, even though I wanted to stay home, I'm like, all right, when I was at that first Walmart, I said, I'm going to have to drive the hour in the other direction from my house to hit that other Walmart and source some more, because these deals were so good. Wow. I looked last night. I ended up resubscribing to Brickseek, which I canceled it because I found that there hasn't been any great deals. It hasn't been worth it. But I didn't want to take an hour to drive there to find out they didn't have anything. So I subscribed to the premium level, checked to see what they had. Yeah, nothing. So I decided I'm going to stay home today. All right, so let's say we got some more people in. Good morning, Myra. Buying Space is in the house. Hey, haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing good. Good morning, Lisa C. And good morning, Laura. Hey, guys. Yeah, so I had challenged myself. I think it was last Monday. I had said in one of my Discord groups that I've got to, S or get off the pot, that saying, on Amazon. So I have been pretty relaxed and not doing much since February. And all I've been doing is complaining how there's nothing out there to source. And everybody's pretty much saying the same thing. It's really hard when you're doing retail arbitrage. It's been difficult lately. But I'm like, I pretty much even stopped looking. I stopped sourcing because I went on that road trip for 3 days and came back empty-handed, and I was just discouraged. And I said, I'm just going to put my time and effort somewhere else. But I'm finding that putting my time and effort somewhere else isn't making me as much money. So I've got to get back on the Amazon horse, because that's where the money is at. And so going out last week, I found enough stuff. I put it into Inventory Lab on Monday afternoon, and I had $600 profit. And then now today I'm going to put in the rest, and it's going to bring that up even more. And then I got to get that out the door. So yeah. Jennifer says she did the same thing and labeled 2 bins L1. So yeah, isn't that crazy? I do have a couple bins that are labeled like the J8 and J8A, but I know that like one of them is full of clothes. So I know when I sell clothes that it's in that one, and the other one is miscellaneous stuff. This one's both miscellaneous. So I'm just so glad I found this. I am so glad. I almost had to reach back out to you guys and say, I messed up again. Anybody want to go to Dollar Tree for me? I need some Longhorn grill seasoning. But listen, if you see this at your Dollar Tree, pick it up, because my Dollar Trees don't have them anymore, and they used to. So they're sold out. I would bet I had 3 sets of these and I've sold them all. Now I wish I would have picked up more, because we're just going into grilling season over here. Let me see what the expiration is on them. Not until September of 2025. That is awesome. See, like I could have literally cleaned out all of them and hung on to these for years and still been good. Yeah. I actually bought them to sell on Amazon, and when they didn't come up by doing the UPC, so I did a face screening. And those that are in my Discord, I actually posted a bolo with these, and then I had to retract it because these are 2.5 ounces. Oops. And the Amazon listing is actually, I think, like a 6 ounce. And I didn't realize that because I did it really quick. And yeah, like that didn't work out. So I'm glad I didn't end up, well, I originally was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't buy them all because I wouldn't have been able to send them to Amazon. But now I wish I would have bought more now that I'm sold out so quickly on these. No gas around here. Be careful, everyone, depending on where you are. Oh my gosh, Laura. So you were, so they said the Southeast, which I guess Alabama's considered that Southeast. And then the East Coast. Yeah. Our gas prices are already up to $3.15 here. So be it. And actually that kind of was part of my whole thing, because if gas wouldn't have jumped up so quickly, and I don't know if it's the shortage will hit us. Maybe it has, because the gas price is going up. But I was like, all right, I'm not going to drive that hour to possibly end up with nothing. So yeah, I'm going to conserve. I'll wait until I have a definite where I know I'm going to be able to get either another place to hit, which in that town of Malone, New York, there's really not much there but Walmart. There is a Joann's. There's the Runnings, which I do like Runnings. Hey, cha-ching. Hey, Anissa's not in the chat. I know she loves to hear my cha-chings when I'm on live. My Dollar Trees are pretty empty right now. Yeah, you know what else was empty? At Walmart, I said, I got to go grab some canned cat food. Yeah, the bare shelves of canned cat food. Very, very. I'd heard that there was going to be a shortage of canned cat food. And yeah. So I actually picked up a different brand. I picked up, they've been eating Friskies, and I just picked up 9 Lives. Now, thankfully my daughter does not watch my channel, because she would be so angry with me that I'm feeding them like store brand like that food. She's all about what I feed my cats, which one of them is her cat, but she never took it when she came back from college. So, yeah. She calls it McDonald's food. It's like feeding your kid McDonald's every day. She prefers that I feed them like more healthy, all meat type of stuff. She feeds her animals, she has 2 cats and a dog. She feeds them raw food, like literally raw food. Ugh, it's gross. Hey, good morning, Amputee Adventures, which is James. Hey, James. You know, I didn't know you had a new channel until I was in watching a live, and I think you were chatting in it, and you were saying goodbye or something, and somebody said bye, James, and I'm like, James, I haven't seen you in so long. So welcome. Gas is just the first thing that will rise. Hyperinflation is happening. Watch food prices start to soar. Yeah, my friend owns a barbecue food truck, and the food prices have gone up considerably for him. So unfortunately, he has to pass it on to his customers. And I was just watching or reading this morning on Facebook, there's another food truck that opened up in town, and it's another barbecue, and people were commenting on the price and then how much they get. And I mean, the quality of their food wasn't good anyhow, but I am not going to like be negative on the price right now, because it is expensive. Food prices are going up. They said chicken's going up. I don't know. It's just it's another stressful time, right? We leave one stress for another. I think it's going to be a long time before we see things. I don't even know if things will ever get back to normal, right? I say normal with like quotes because it's just going to be a new normal, just like everything. Anytime something major happens, I think it just becomes a new normal, right? 9/11 happened. Nothing ever went back to normal, right? We got to take our shoes off when we go on an airplane. We can't bring liquids. Like, it's just like nothing ever went back to normal in that, and it won't ever go back to normal. Stock market crash is coming too. Oh, don't say that. My 401k is doing pretty good. Or I guess it's not a 401k anymore since I left my work and wherever I put it, whatever it's called now. Callie Picker was taken down by YouTube because I talked about crypto. Wow. Oh my gosh. I had no idea it was taken down. Oh my gosh. Well, so I'm in a Facebook group and they were talking about how Facebook has come on and is monitoring posts within the Facebook group. It's an eBay, like a reselling Facebook group. And so they warned people not to talk about politics, religion, just all like a whole bunch of stuff. But it's hard because sometimes politics influence reselling. And there are some things, without getting into the whole debate of politics, but there are some decisions like the marketplace tax, right? I mean, that was a political thing because it was the like politicians or whatever, like a Supreme Court or whoever decided on that. And of course, everything becomes political at some point. And yeah, it's like really disappointing because groups are actually being taken down on Facebook if people don't stop talking about those things. Wow. It's really, it's a different world, huh? Welcome to censorship. That's why I escaped to Mexico. Are you in Mexico right now? I knew that you were traveling. I'm like, wow, amputee adventures, and you're traveling right now with coronavirus going on? Just don't go to India or Israel. Or what's this is horrible. I don't know that, but what is the fighting that's going on in Israel? Is that amongst people? Isn't that awful? The Gaza Strip. Is it all Israelis? I know they're called Palestinians, but are they Palestinians? Are they actually in Israel? Like, I don't even know all that. That's horrible. I don't know all that. I don't know if that's if they're in another country and they want to just take back Israel, or is it all still considered Israel in the US's opinion? I know they call it something different. Wow. Well, guess what I got today? Look at this. I'm literally drinking coffee today. Like, I never drink coffee on here, but I'm taking a chance and I'm drinking coffee today. But look at this mug. I made it for my husband. I put that deer on it. My throat has been so dry lately. I think it's the pollen. I think it's my allergies are starting to act up. A bit warmer than Michigan there, I bet. I bet you it is. So you're in Merida, Mexico. Wow. That is awesome. So Holly wants to know what my printer update is. Well, guess what? I opened up a return as soon as I finished my live on Monday. Told them that it stunk of smoke. Plus there was a crack in it that I said, I understand it was in the photo. It just was not in the description. So I gave them a little advice and said, you should put that into the description when you relist it. They, of course, eBay automatically accepted the return and gave me a label, which I printed. But then within not even 5 minutes, I got a $50 refund, partial refund offer. I debated. I'm like, oh, I really want to keep it because I really want the printer. But if it stinks, I'm like, do I want to take the $50 and keep it and try and get the smoke out? But if I can't get it out, I don't want to keep it. Like, even if they charge me only $1, like, I don't want it. If it was free, I would just resell it and disclose it smells like smoke. But so this morning I got up early and I was like, all right, I'm not going to be able to go live yet. So I was trying to figure out what to do with my time. And I said, all right, let's plug it in and try getting it to work again, because I couldn't even get it to work on Monday either. I still can't get it to work. Updated the drivers again, even watched the College Pickers video on setting it up. I'm like, yep, that's exactly what I did. I can't even get it to work. So at this point, I'm going to return it. And Still haven't ordered any 4x6 labels that fit my Dymo. Kicking myself. Because on Monday, if I would have ordered them, they would have at least been here on Monday. Now, if I order them today on Wednesday, they won't be here probably till next month, on next Wednesday. All right, so some questions on my whole Palestine Gaza Strip thing. Hamas in Palestine, Gaza Strip is attacking Israel, and Israel is bombing back. Both are killing children, civilian targets. Yeah, ugh. That war's been going on forever, ever. I don't think it's ever going to stop. As much as people think they're going to bring peace to that area, I don't think it's ever going to stop. Don't mention pools. Getting my pool pump replaced today. Oh, how bad? Are they really expensive, pool pumps? Oh my gosh, at Walmart. So I bought a pool in February to resell because last year I resold them and did pretty good. I still have it. There's like 400 people on the listing. And there was so many pools yesterday. So many pools. And I don't know if the kayaks are going to be a big hit. But let me show you. I should have uploaded this. Oh, I got a message from somebody on eBay too. Probably the person who just bought. Which I got to tell you about people buying stuff. Okay. See all. No. What are you doing? Why are you giving me memories? No, just give me my... Okay. So these kayaks are at Walmart. I don't know if you can see because of the glare on my window there, but those are at Walmart. Last year, to find an inflatable kayak was almost impossible. The K1, they're both Intex. The K1 is selling for $77, and the K2 is selling for $97. The $97 one, if you ship it on your own, and I put down $40 for shipping because I think that's probably about what it will cost through FedEx, will bring you a profit of $50 because it's selling for $219.99. With your shipping of $40 and your cost of $97, you will net $50. So there you guys go. Intex Explorer 2 kayaks, 2-person inflatable. And then if you want to know the keep a chart for that one, you can come back and screenshot this or screenshot it now. 151 approximately they're selling a month. It's actually probably more than that. Most of the time when the Keepa shows you the 151, it's actually more than that they're selling. So that's pretty good. That is a good bolo. Let me see what else we got for bolos. This was my cart yesterday. This was just when I first started shopping in the electronics. So I bought some, down at the bottom are Dickies socks. They're on clearance at Walmart. And then that's a 3M like photo. Hold on, let me tell you what it is. Scan and share from Kodak. And then those two other things are routers. Oh, I guess you can't see both routers. One's a router and then the other one's a weather radio. But those are all like marked way down. I even got these GoPro. Well, they're not GoPro brand. They're like Walmart's, I think the ONN brand. But it's like GoPro accessory kit. And I got them for $3. $3. And it's this whole kit of all the things, like the chest straps and like all this stuff. So I picked those up to throw on eBay. And at my other store that I stopped at, they were still like $17. So I'm like, I left them. All right, let's get my orders shipped out. Why don't we do that? Start over with new printer, no problems. I think I'm just gonna buy, either I'm gonna buy a new printer or just get the labels and stick with my Dymo. I mean, my Dymo's a pain because I have to unplug it and replug, or wait for it to reset probably once a week. But I don't know, at least it works most of the time. Right now it's just because I ordered the wrong labels. I didn't even realize, never really paid attention. $400 in-ground pool, done about every 3 years. In Florida, we'll run 365 days a year. Wow, $400 for a pump. Well, that's not really bad. I wonder how much a liner is. My sister had bought a house 2 years ago, I think. It has an in-ground pool, but it needs a new liner. So she actually just had some pool person look at it last week. She's got to figure out how much it's going to cost to fix it. I have a cousin who is filling in her pool. Yeah, a lot of people around here are filling in their pools. All right, see you, Holly. I'm sure you've already left because I'm three minutes behind your post here. But run your errands, and I'll still be on when you get back. There's a person that lives near my back where my parents used to live. Of course, my dad is deceased now, so I don't have parents plural anymore. And they filled in their pool. They bought the house and they filled it in. My aunt and uncle have a pool in their backyard, and they have never used it except for the first year they moved in, and it's probably been 12 to 15 years. They just have a pool covered in the back. It has dead mice in it all the time. I'd love to fill in my pool. Mine is concrete. Yeah, that's when she bought it. Hers is concrete, and she sat there trying to decide on, because to get to it, you have to drive over her septic, and she had to put in a new septic system when she bought the house. So she's like, all right, I got to make up the decision now before they put in the septic. Otherwise, the heavy equipment won't be able to get back there to dig it out and take the cement out. And she decided to go ahead and keep the pool. So hopefully it doesn't come back where it's going to be so expensive and she regrets her decision. I know that if she had a pool, she would use it and she would love it. I have a pool. I love my pool. Still very hard to find chlorine right now. I'm very lucky that I got enough now for my own self for the year. Nowhere to go though if I want to buy any to resell, but I don't even know if I'd buy it to resell right now, because I think there's people up in this area that are just thinking about opening their pool because it's still too cold to open it. And they're not going to have any chlorine for their pool. No chlorine, unless they put it straight up Clorox in. Speaking of my pool, my husband called me yesterday. He goes, we almost lost Pip. Pip is the name of our cat. And I'm like, what happened? And he said that he was doing something with the pool, and my husband is like an inventor with stuff. So he's put in this new extra filtration. I don't know. You have no idea. You have no idea what he comes up with these things, and he's just trying this out. So he's doing this thing, all like creative. And he says the PVC fell, and my cat has been so skittish lately. And he fell, and all of a sudden the cat jumped, and he jumped in the pool. And he was freaking, and he goes, he knows how to do the doggy paddle. He goes, if that pool water would have been an inch lower, he wouldn't have been able to get out. But he finally swam to the side. But he said he jumped so far that he jumped into the middle of the pool. But he's like, it's a good thing that the water was high enough for him to get out. He's like, we need to put, because we have a above ground pool, but it's attached to our deck. And he goes like, we need to put, we have like metal around the top of the pool is metal. Because we got to put some type of like old carpet around part of it. So if he ever does that again, he can at least grab a hold of the carpet to crawl out. Like, I'm not putting carpet around my pool. No, he just needs to not jump in it. All right, thanks for the bolos. Are the Dickies socks a hidden clearance? I've been buying up a lot at Walmart, but I've not seen those on clearance. So the socks were marked $6. They were not marked any cheaper. Like when I scanned, they were $6. So they were marked $6. Scan them all though. There were, I think, 5 or 6 varieties of Dickies, and only 2 of them were profitable for Amazon. One of them had copper in it, and the other one, it was something else special about it. I can't remember what it was, but like the normal Dickie ones were not profitable. It's like a boat. You think it's a great thing in the world until you actually own it. I know we had a boat one time. Called it Topsy-Turvy, because the first time we took it out, it was so windy. We didn't realize it was windy. We knew it was windy, but didn't realize how much windier it was on a lake. And we were on Lake Champlain, and oh my gosh, it was crazy. The wind picked up, and we've learned to check the forecast after that. But one time we were in a drought, and I think we had the boat for maybe 3 or 4 years. And my husband had deployed to Iraq. And when we got back from Iraq, it really was, he suffered some PTSD. And so when we got back from Iraq, I was so thankful we had the boat because it was a stress reliever for him on the weekends to be able to get in the boat and take off and go into the lake. But we would, one time we were in a drought and I don't even know who, Coast Guard or whatever, they go around and they have buoys on like big rocks and stuff. They mark them. And there's always like arrows or whatever. Well, we were in a drought and the buoy that they put on it had drifted so far from where the rock was. Yeah. There's this one area that you had to go through this channel. It's where we put the boat in and out. And then when like, I don't know, quarter of a mile out into the water, you had to go through a channel between islands to get out into the main lake. And that had drifted and we hit that and it blew our whole boat motor. Yeah, so we were like, that's it. After everything, every year we were putting so much money into it. And when you don't like moor or dock your boat and you keep it at your house and you have to take all this time to bring it, put it in, and it's all, you have to like make sure you got enough time. And when you work a full-time job and the weekends are the only time, it just became, we just weren't using it enough for the expense. But yeah, it's crazy. My pool guy said liquid shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, we're going to use, liquid chlorine. I know some people have said that that's what they use. So we got some granules and you mix it with water and it's pretty much like liquid. Did Dick's Sporting Goods go out of business? Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't heard that. I don't know. I do not know. The Kodiak men's wool socks are only $1. Sorry, I forgot to read the rest of your post. Flip it good. And hello, Flip It Good. I don't think I said hi to you. Oh, and hi, Amy, Hot Mess Thrifter. I missed you coming in up there. I think I got everybody else. Oh, Carlene, you came in. I'm just blobbing away and missing you guys coming in. Good morning. All right, I said this earlier. Let's get packaging. So I have. Hold on, I gotta go over here. Fine, I gotta reopen my windows, but I can't see the bottom of my screen over here because all my stuff is packed up in front of it. Let's start with Facebook because I sold something on Facebook and it's something I made. All right, so I sold my little home sign that I made for a tier tray. Isn't it cute? I made that. Miss Crafty made that. Yeah, so I was so excited. Saw that came through because I have made so many of these and I enjoy making them. And I said to my mom, but if they're not going to sell, I can't keep making them. But I have so many, I have to take pictures and list them. And I think I only have 2 listed and this one sold. So it's such a good feeling because I want to make more of them. Okay, let's see. Let's get a box. I'm really hoping it'll fit in this one. It'll fit. Oh yeah, that'll fit. 8x6x4. So I had been doing some drop shipping on Facebook Marketplace because it's allowed. Looking for my tape. I've been starting to list more, cross post more of my stuff that I already have here in hand from eBay. Because if you use Vendu, and I think List Perfectly does it too, you can cross post to Facebook. And so I've been doing that. And I don't think I'm going to drop ship as much anymore because it seems like everything I keep drop shipping, Amazon is shipping themselves and you can't put in Amazon tracking numbers. So you hold your breath and hope you're going to get paid because it never shows delivered. So that's been an issue for me. Unless I drop shipped from not Amazon, right? I guess I could drop ship from like Walmart or something. I would bet you every time I see something that's brand new for sale, I always tell my mom, do a Google search because chances are they're drop shipping it and you can find it elsewhere. I think I'm going to bunch this in here. Okay, put that in there. So I don't want that little flower pot to move. I made one for my mother-in-law and they didn't see it. Hers fell off and I had to redo it. I got to find another way to do those. So I think it's when you paint and it's glass, even though I use alcohol on it, I don't think it's when I feel like it's not sticking good enough. So when I glue it, sometimes it's coming off. Well, that one time. But one time is enough. So yesterday, I had to do a shipping yesterday because my mother, I was posting some stuff that she made, and I guess I forgot that I'd set up our own Etsy store. So we have an Etsy store now called Two Birds Home Decor, where I'm putting all the stuff that we're making, like this stuff. And she sold one of her flower arrangements, $46. And I had missed it. She sold it on Thursday. So I should have mailed it on Monday when I got back from my trip. And thankfully I looked and realized it yesterday. So I had to run down here and package it. Do you know I had free shipping on that for $46? And the shipping was $54 through the post office. I completely guessed. Like, they're not heavy. They're like fake flowers. And it only weighed 1.11 pounds. But the size was 18 inches tall by 12 by 12. Because I took two of the 12 by 12 by 8 boxes and put them on top of each other and did it. And I was like, yeah, that's not going to work. So then I went to FedEx's website, put that in, and I have a business account with FedEx, so I get like some better rates. I put that in, and I was like, yeah, you are going FedEx. So I had to take it out of that box, put it in another box to ship it FedEx. And it ended up costing me, I think, $26. It was going to California too from New York. So it cost $26. So not too bad. Let's see. The one here, JIA area closed. Okay, so Dick's Sporting Goods closed. I hadn't heard that they're closing any of their stores down. That's crazy. Is the Dymo 4XL or Dymo 450 better? It depends on what you're printing, in my opinion. The 4XL, I own both. I use the 4XL for my shipping labels, and I use my 450 for my Amazon FNSKU labels, which is, you put it over the UPC to say that it's your product. Hey, thanks, Jennifer, for telling everybody to hit the thumbs up. Let's see. I think I'm so afraid of this breaking. I'm gonna bubble one more time. Plus, that box is really big. I'm at the end of my roll. I already got another roll here for me, though. I should order another group of them, though, because I think I took out this roll and I got one more roll left. Usually when I start my second roll, I need to, my last roll, I need to order more, but it wouldn't be a bad idea for me to order ahead of time. Okay, so I don't have any. Hold on a minute. I'm all fancy with my new store because I want some good feedback. So I made these little tiny cards. Aren't they cute? I think I've showed you guys these before. I have a whole bunch of them with different designs on the front. Back when I owned a company called, this one says Stamped with a Smile by Tamara. But I used to have a business called Sock Monkey Greetings, and I did a lot of stamped cards. I've always been an entrepreneur. All right, so I need to write thanks for supporting our small business. Little thank you card. Tamara. Okay, in the box you go. So yesterday, I felt so bad because I did that card. I sent it. I put it in the original box that was going to be priority mail. Then when I repackaged it, it had fallen out, and I forgot to put it in the new box. Okay. You know what? I meant to say this earlier. 5.6. Oh, I don't have to weigh it because it's create a shipping label. They paid for shipping. But I have to remember they're only 5.6. Let me write that down. Where's my scrap paper? What did I call these? Wood sign 5.6 ounces. I just want to make a note of that because I think I am charging. Let me see. Oh, I am. See, I'm charging the heavier weight on Facebook because Facebook has, like Macari, they got shipping labels you can purchase if you don't want to do your own, which I've been doing because their rates are actually pretty good. So let's see. Go to the brother, print. So I've been doing that, but I think I put the larger because it says 16, 15.999999999. But yeah, now I know I can actually do cheaper. Oh, it's not going to print because I forgot I unplugged my printer. Let me plug you back in, my USB. I unplugged to play with my other printer. So I started to say earlier. So I decided I'm going to stay home today and work. Do you guys ever, when you wake up and you know your plan is like, okay, I'm going to stay home today, or I'm going to go out, so you wear different clothing? Do you do that? I do that. So today I am in a pair of capri leggings in this shirt that actually fits pretty snug. Hugs all the right curves. But it feels so comfortable. I am so comfortable. So running around grabbing everything to ship today, I'm like, man, I'm feeling so comfortable today that I find that when I'm comfortable like that, it really makes a difference in my motivation to want to get work done, to like want to get up and do stuff, clean the house or whatever. It's just because I'm like in comfy clothes, where if I'm in a pair of jeans or I'm wearing a bra that's sticking into my side because the damn underwire is popping out the side or something, like, and that makes me not want to do anything. Makes me want to not move. Today I am, let's move. It's supposed to be nice weather today too. I think that always helps. I just always wear comfy clothes. Yeah, I try, like, but what I wear here, like, I wouldn't wear this out normally because it is a little snug. Although, when I was crafting this weekend, I was in an outfit that I wouldn't normally go in the public with, and my daughter wanted to go somewhere, and I'm like, I can't go out in the public with this, and she's like, you look fine. We are always our own worst enemy on how we look, especially us women. I don't know how often men think that way. All right, so there is Facebook Marketplace over there. I'm so happy that I sold that. Okay. Because that's my item. The other things I've been selling, our craft items, have been my mom's items. So that's exciting. All right, let's close that. Let me refresh it just to make sure I didn't sell something this morning. Nope. Etsy. So let's do Etsy next. Because guess what I sold? I renewed this on Facebook last night, and then I realized I sold it on Etsy. Look at this. Mickey Mouse. It's a faux succulent plant. Isn't he cute? Guess where you get this? You get this at the Dollar General. So this is a DG. And let me tell you how much I paid for this, in case you want to pick any up. I know I might go and get some more and relist it. So $3.99, $3.99, and I sold this for. All right, so listen to this. I was asking $13.79 on eBay for this. I sold it on Etsy because I always increase my price on Etsy because I do the off-site 15% ads, which I think help. I sold it for $20. $20. I paid $3.99. Had to throw breakers off for my pool, dude. It is not a real plant. It is a fake. F-A-U-X. They call it faux plant. else. But it comes with a little Disney tag, which I gotta reattach it because I took it off. I think it was going across both ears. Can I put it on both ears? Yeah, I'll do that. I'll put it on both ears to ship it. It was I took it off to take the pictures, and I have it on and off. And then I did like a little tier tray design with this and other stuff because this is like perfect size. Tier trays are really popular right now. They have a tier tray at Walmart in the Better Homes and Garden area. It's like what? It's like a cream color, but it looks like it's distressed. And I bought one of those when they first came out, and you cannot find them anywhere now. They're sold out. All the Walmarts I go to, they're all sold out. They have all the other stuff that's the same pattern. They have like other trays and other stuff, whatever. But the tier trays, they're like nowhere. How are you selling that on Etsy if it's from Dollar General? It's not vintage. It's a supply. It's a supply because you can use this to make things. Yeah. They are shutting down Etsy stores though. Their bots are going crazy right now, shutting down a lot of stores. So the big thing is not to list it as homemade. That's where a lot of them are getting in trouble, is they're listing stuff as homemade, or they are hand making something, but they're using trademarked images. Like they're using Disney. Like if I was to have made that, then I could have gotten in trouble because it's actually a Disney item. So I don't know. Okay, if you say so, yeah. I stretch it a little bit. I mean, I sell planners on there, and planners, I mean, I call them a supply because people use them as an art outlet. I don't know. I think there's a lot of things that can be considered a supply. And I think I don't know of anybody that's really getting things shut down that are supplies. I think it's more of that saying it's handmade. I don't know. I just hopefully they send a warning. But from what I understand right now, they're not sending warnings. They're just shutting people down. They're even shutting down good shops. On the Etsy seller forum, people are complaining constantly. Like every day there's been 3-4 people saying my store got shut down. I don't know why. Because eBay or Etsy doesn't tell you. And they also, the message they send you says it's a final decision and we're not going to talk to you. Isn't that crazy? Like what? You're not even going to talk to me? Because if you know that they're shutting down stores that are fakely shutting them down, like an error, then why would you not talk to the people? It's definitely given me a negative outlook of Etsy lately. I'm hoping this will fit into I don't think it will fit into a 6x4. I think it's going to be too wide with all the, it's going to be too wide with all the bubble I just put on it. Oh, maybe I'll try one of those new boxes my sister gave me. Oh, where is it? Right here. This is oh no, that's a 4x4. Where's hers? Was it this one? Oh no, that one's too short. I think this is the one she gave me. No, that's way too short. Okay. Back to my second thought. Hey, good morning, Turtle Trader. Do you really trade turtles? Or is your nickname Turtle? Or do you just love turtles? How much time do people take coming up with their name for YouTube? I took so much time trying to come up with a name. Okay, this is going to move around a little too much. Do I want to bubble it more? Oh, actually, hold on. There's some air bubbles over there. Oh, I could take... Oh, no, I don't want to use those. They probably smell like smoke. Ah, shoot. This chair of mine always hits this table off to the side. Is it called a credenza? I just knocked all the stuff down. Too much crap in my way. Like, seriously, too much stuff. I need to deal with this today. I am dealing with these because I sold them. Problem is I can't use my printer because I got to use the printer to print with. Normally I put stuff up on top of it to get it out of my way. Because I don't use the printer that often normally. Okay, these are going to be too big. That's not going to work. How about if I just tissued right there? I just need it to not move as much right there. I think that'll be all right. Let me do the shake test. Oh yeah, that's all I needed. Let's see. Good morning. I just started Facebook Marketplace. Do you use Facebook shipping label or your own? Good morning, Stitcher. So I have been using Facebook Marketplace labels. I think their rates are really, really well. Even like, because like at Macari, when you do over a pound, it's $12 for USPS, but I think it's $8.50 for Facebook. So their rates are pretty good. The only time I've done it is if I know I have something that only weighs like 1 or 2 ounces that's really light, then sometimes I will go ahead and just do my own because I think their lowest is $4.50, if I remember right. And, you know, so if that dollar is going to make that much of a difference, then I'll go ahead and do my own. But most of the time, I just do theirs. How did I miss your live? What? I know, Anissa. And you know what else you missed? You missed a cha-ching. My phone cha-chinged. And you weren't here to hear it. All right, so I'm on Etsy. I just sold a Mickey Mouse flower thing. So yeah, hopefully, wait a minute, 8-9 ounces. This could be a questionable item of whether or not you can sell it, because that's what somebody said. How can you sell that? It definitely could be questionable. So I guess, you know, use your own judgment. Wait a minute. We've made it easier to add a note to your buyer. No, I don't want that. Get away. How come you don't give me an X? Why don't you do that? Why do I have to review it? Just buy it. What's with these extra screens? What store am I in? Huh. I didn't know if I was in my new store, and that's why it was popping up all that new stuff, but I'm not. I'm in my Yellow Fox store. All right, so let's see. Apparently, Puerto Rico has an issue with some post offices where they don't have room for all packages coming. Wow. And they hold them for several days before moving them. Really? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize. What? All right, look. I printed a whole friggin' page again. What is going on with my printer? What is going on? Fit to printable area. No. Why are you printing the whole thing? I don't understand what's going on. It exports in a 4x6 label size. I don't know why it's printing a whole thing. Oh my gosh. It did that on Monday too. I don't understand it. Who knows? All right, did I even answer your question? Oh, yes, I did. Facebook shipping. All right. Oh, the USPS person told me that when they called me. Did you put in a message asking where your package was, like why it hadn't moved? Is that why they called you? Because I know, like, in December, they called me every time I would put in a, where's my package? Wow, that is crazy. I get a lot of orders from Puerto Rico. I've never noticed that it's taken a long time. Like nobody's ever reached out to me from Puerto Rico saying they hadn't got it yet. Tape. Oh my gosh, I'm going through so much tape. I hate this. All right, ladies and gents, I need to remember to order labels. Gotta order labels. So those who missed, I tried to start today's live with a little music in the background, but I guess it was too distracting to listening to my lovely voice. I had turned it way down, but I guess it still was. But you know, there's there's a YouTuber I watch, and I was listening to him this morning, and that's why I was like, oh, I think I'll try music. But there are times when his music is too loud and it's so hard to hear him. And I just want to yell, turn off your music. Okay. It's hard to do this when I have so much stuff blocking my screen. All right, so I sold, next are these Erin Condren. See that name right there? They are, I sold something on Monday. I showed you guys. That was, they're a planner company. I sold some of their dual tip markers. Excuse me. So for some reason, I bought these to send into Amazon, and I think, let me scan this. I thought I had sent some in, and then I think I got gated after I sent them in. Yeah, it requires approval. Let me ask for approval again. Request approval. Let's see what they say. Yeah, now you have to have an invoice for it. But so they sell these on Amazon. But yeah, but I can't sell them. Wonder how much they go for. Oh, nobody is selling them on Amazon. Zero sellers, $0. Probably because nobody can sell them. All right, so let's put these in. Well, this was an Amazon sale. I mean, Etsy. I was gonna put them in this, but look, it says eBay on it. I try not to use eBay unless it is eBay. Will you fit in my 4x6 box? Will you fit in my 6x4? That's fine now. Ooh, wait, will you do it sideways? Will you do it sideways? Sideways? Oh yeah, you'll fit sideways. How many of you talk to your items? Stop. Hammer time. Let's see. Mine isn't cha-ching, so I need to hear yours. Oh, Anissa, I wish you got some cha-chings. I want you to get some cha-chings. Have you gone to the bins lately? You're lucky you have a bin in your area. I don't have any. No bins. No bins for me. Okay. If it's like that in it. It doesn't fit the other way. But I'm gonna box it. Otherwise, I guess I could have just put it in a poly bag, but I was really worried if it got crushed. I wouldn't want the case to get cracked. So instead, I get it in a box. Let's see how much it weighs. 4 ounces. Ship. And 4. And I'm not even gonna. Why do I have to review it? I feel like I've never had to review before. I feel like I've always just purchased. I don't know. Maybe I have. I just never noticed. All right. Don't print the whole sheet. You're making me go through paper. All right. It's not printing the whole sheet. I do need to check. Where's my messages? Oh, behind here. Messages. I got a message on eBay. I just want to make sure before that person who ordered that cha-chinger sent me a message. So let's see. Do you think they want to cancel? Do you think they're asking a question about the item after they bought it? Or do you think they're a drop shipper? They don't want me to include an invoice. By the way, it's a Reebok t-shirt. Brand new. Good morning, Bob Lippa Senior. I'm assuming if you're a senior, you have a junior. So when you were growing up, I'm assuming you went by Bob Lippa. But as soon as you have a junior, do you have to legally go and change your name to add senior to it? That is a question. I have my son's name is Anthony. My husband's name is Anthony. But they are not juniors and seniors. because my father-in-law's name is Anthony. Bunch of Anthonys. I think we had this discussion the other day. A bunch of Anthonys in this Italian family. Me, bins? I don't have any bins near me. You crazy? You don't? I thought you met up with Larry and went to the bins. Always having a board meeting. I'm always having a board meeting with myself. Have one with me. Have one with me. I know we belong to one of the same Discord groups that I run, and I want to have a little chat thing. I don't think Jeanette's in here. You know, her and I chatted. Last time it was just her and I that showed up for the longest time. And then I think Cornhusker who comes in here. I think he was the one who came on that chat later. But yeah, we had a good chat. We had a good talk. It's always nice when you're kind of like one-on-one and not recording live so people don't hear you publicly. Just to kind of have some conversations. All right, so that's that one. And all right, so let's see. What did he say? He says, "Oh, it's you, Carlene." That's what that message says. It says, "This is never too old. Thank you for ordering a shirt. Thanks. I appreciate that. Should I not say how much I paid for it?" And here I'm thinking, oh, it's something bad. It's somebody who wants to cancel, or right, or they're asking a question after the fact. That's funny. I went to drink and that my thing was closed. Oh my gosh. I haven't had coffee in so long because I've been cutting out the caffeine. Oh, so delicious. So delicious. That is, I'm drinking that, what is it called? You know how I had the ring ding coffee? Snowball. The Snowball coffee that has like a hint of coconut in it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. All right, so that was that Etsy. I think that was it. I think I only had 2 Etsys. That is it. That is it. I've had 344 sales on Etsy on this one account. That's pretty good since like September. Okay. Let's get back. Now we got eBay, I think, and now we have 9 sales on eBay instead of 8. Real two-way conversations. I know. Let's have one. My when I'm home, and if you don't mind if I'm sitting on my couch listing, I'm okay with anybody who ever wants to just kind of hang out and chat on here on StreamYard. I'm all for it. Right, let's do these because they're right here in front of me. They're driving me crazy because they're in my way. I sold these Pond's, which I am gated in Pond's cleansing balm. But I not only bought 1, I didn't buy just 2, but I got 3 of them, and I lotted them all up because individually they weren't really that profitable. But if I do 3 of them, it's profitable, and you get combined shipping. So if I do 3, so I did this in a lot of 3, and I don't even know how much I paid because I never put it in here. Shame on me. I sold them for $31 plus shipping, so it ended up being $41.52. And these, I'm pretty sure, are going to go priority. That's probably why they paid as much as they did. Ooh, 15.4. But by the time I add a box, it'll be £1. So let's do the free box from the post office, which I got to grab. I got to grab my box. Oh, it's buried. Oops, I hit my microphone. It's buried. Oh, that hurt my shoulder. I'm telling you, my right shoulder has been bothering me so much. Oh, you met with Larry and went to the 50-cent thrift store. Oh, I thought you went to the bins with him. My bad. All right, let's do some eBay tape. That hurts to even reach for that. I really need a cortisone shot, I think, in my shoulder. I had one before in my left shoulder. I went to physical therapy for 2 months. Like it was like 2 or 3 times a week, and it wasn't getting any better. And my doctor said, well, why don't I do a cortisone shot? And I was like, oh, great. So I YouTubed it, right? If you're going to have any procedure, you can YouTube it, and they will show you exactly what they're going to do. And I mean, like, they have like gruesome surgeries. Like, they'll show you the full surgery. So I looked, and the needle's like friggin' this long. And I was like, but my pain was so bad that I'm like, I don't care. Just breathe through it, right? Sometimes your Lamaze, if you have ever given birth to a baby and you went through childbirthing classes, your Lamaze can help you through so many things besides childbirth. So I literally was like breathing like that as I'm getting ready for the shot. I'm doing that breathing. And it didn't hurt. It didn't even hurt for me to even actually have to initiate that type of breathing for very long. I think just once. And then it was like, oh, that's it. And oh my gosh, remarkable. It felt so good afterwards. So good. Okay. And I never went back to physical therapy after that. The whole point was to make it so it would take some of the pain away so I could do more in physical therapy. It took all the pain away, and he said it would only last like a month, and it never came back. And this has been like, I don't know, 5 years, 6 years. So thankful for cortisone shots. That's why my mother has knee problems. And I said, Mom, go get a cortisone shot. And she says, well, it worked one time, but it didn't work the second time. And I'm like, well, then get it a third time. Like, don't just discount it, because, man, that was life-changing for me. I need some more air things. Let's just do 2 of them. Let's just do 2 of them, because these things, I'm always in need of them. I should put out something saying, hey, anybody got any air pockets? You order from Amazon all the time? Hold on to those air pockets for me. I'll come and pick them up. I have changed most of my name to senior. I'm sorry, Bob, I'm just getting to your answer to my question from forever ago. Now, Bob, is your name Robert and you go by Bob? Is your name really Bob? And if you have a son named Bob or Robert, does he go by Bob also, or does he go by Robert if it's Robert? So like my son's name is Anthony and my husband's Anthony, but Anthony, my son, goes by AJ. He never goes by Tony. My husband goes by Tony. My father-in-law goes by Tony. So it's always fun when they're together, because I'm like, Tony Sr., even though he's not a senior. I used to call my husband Little Tony. I'm like, he's not little. 1 pound, 5 ounces. Let's get this going. And you are in a 776 box. See that? I already knew what size I was going to send it in. 773. What a bargain. Oh, it's going to Lancaster. Oh, it's going to Jesus. I'm sending something to Jesus. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it's Jesus, right? Because his last name is Lopez. Well, I probably shouldn't say his name and a town that he lives in. But I just did, so oops. Oh, Holly, you're already back. Boy, time flies. Let's see. He does have a girl he drives down to Pittsburgh Bins with. He lives in Erie, so that's a 3-hour drive. Wow. Yeah, I know there's somebody, can't think of her name, that he goes with. No caffeine. How? I know. And I drink that, like, that, what is it called? Sparkling water? I was going to say seltzer, but it's not seltzer. Sparkling water. That has no caffeine in it. Oh, wait, I take it back. I had caffeine on Sunday because on our 5-hour drive home, which took us a long time because we had to stop and shop, I was like, you ever drive and you're kind of like in that trance driving and it's hard to like snap out of it? You can feel like you're kind of really tired. And so I had to stop and get out and stretch and went to the restroom, and they happened to have a Dunkin' Donuts. And I said, you know what? I'm going to get myself a iced coffee. I need to wake my butt up because we still had 3 hours to go. And yeah, that was not going to be good for me to go 3 more hours as tired as I was. So I did consume some caffeine. But think about it. For the last probably 2 months, when you guys watch me on this morning show, I am caffeine free. And this is me without caffeine. But right now, you're getting caffeine Tamara. Which, I don't know. Is that better? Although Monday, I was in a mood on Monday. My gosh. I was feeling so emotional Monday. It was, I hate those days. I used to tell my boss when I was working, not for myself, I used to give her a warning because I would get in those moods probably once every like 6 months or something. And I would say to her, hey, just a warning, today's one of those days. If there's any difficult calls, you may not want to send them my way. I may not be filtering what comes out of my mouth. You may get the real Tamara, and you may not want that in a business environment on those days. So thankfully it didn't happen that often, right? Because who would want an employee that you have to filter constantly? Let's see. I have an air pocket stash, but they take up so much storage space. I go through mine so fast. They do take a lot. Like my mother gave me a whole garbage bag of them, but I think within a week I was gone through them. My throat's getting tickly again. I think I'm getting low on coffee. Hey, good morning, Doyle. I have a family member that goes every 3 weeks for a shot in the shoulder. They last 3 weeks and then back to pain. That stinks that they get the pain back. I'm so fortunate that the shot took care of it. So my husband used to go get a shot in his back because he's got back issues from all those years of lifting missiles to put them on F-16s and F-4s and whatever else he had, and the gun systems and all that. And, to protect your freedom. And his lower back is like, it's bad. There's days he can't even get out of bed. It's bad. It's so weird because you never know what day it's going to be. It just happens. One day he was getting out. I was on a business trip when I worked for the Navy SEALs, and I went on a business trip, and we were down in Virginia, and he came down with me, and he just hung out. He had some friends down there from the Air Force, so he hung with them during the day. But that morning he got out of the shower, and he was drying his leg off, and his back popped, and I was working. He called me, and he was like, you've got to come, because he couldn't even get up. So I had to leave work, and I had to bring him. We ended up driving to a VA hospital, and they gave him, I don't know, some major painkillers. I don't know if he ended up taking them. He must have, because we ended up leaving the next day, and he slept all 10 hours on the way home. I had to drive all the way home with nobody to talk to. It was really tough. But yeah, his back is bad, and he used to get shots all the time. He finally stopped because like your friend or your family member, he would go like the 3 weeks. I think it was like every month, and it got to where it was less and less. Like it would only last 3 weeks, and then it was only 2 weeks, and then sometimes it was like it stopped working. So now he doesn't even bother with it. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got. What are we going to do next? Hey, let's do these things. So this person can get notified that it's finally coming since they bought them on Monday. This is when I'm glad I have a 3-day handling time. When you can't find something in your stash, let's do these Longhorn Steakhouse grill seasoning. I'll tell you, I do really well with picking up seasonings like this, especially when they're named after stuff like Longhorn Steakhouse, or I didn't buy them yesterday because I was mostly just looking for these, but they had, which was the ones they had yesterday? It had sriracha in it. I can't remember. But at the Dollar Tree, there was some other seasoning, not these. I can't think of what it is, but there's some other ones. I ended up not picking them up because I was in a hurry. It was raining yesterday. Why is it on my sourcing days it has to rain? It was pouring running into that Dollar Tree. but I was like, I don't want to cancel an eBay order. I have to hunt for these. So for those who weren't around earlier, but were around on Monday, I sold these, and I think on Sunday or maybe Monday morning, but I couldn't find them. When did I sell these? Sold on the 10th. Couldn't find them. Shipped by the 13th. What is today? The 12th. Oh, so I had until tomorrow. Couldn't find them in my stash. It says they were in J8. Nowhere to be found in J8. And I know that I had these because I just listed them like a month ago. And I had 3 sets of 2. I sold 2 of them. I knew I had one more. I knew I had it. I couldn't find it in that tote. And I'm like, where could it be? Was searching everywhere. Couldn't find it. So then I went today. I sold, that Pond's cream that I just packed up. That said it was in tote J8 also. So I went to J8 and I'm like, it's not in here. Like something is fishy. What's going on? I must have 2 J8s. I must have put J8 on these listings when I was listing them and not realize I already had a J8. Because, what I do is I take pictures for like a whole afternoon. I'll take a bunch of pictures and I'll fill a tote up with stuff. And then I go upstairs and I'll catch up on my recordings and I list while watching TV. Well, sometimes I forget what tote number I left off with. And that was the case. I left off with J8. Should have been J9, but I labeled this one J8 again. So I realized, I said, I better go check near my table because I knew there was a tote over here that's listed but not put up on the shelf yet. Surprise! As I was walking to it, I saw these on the side because I use clear totes. That's the positive of using clear totes. I highly suggest if you're going to start a tote system, get clear totes. I saw these and I was like, oh my gosh, I knew I had them. I knew I had these. So I saw these and I grabbed the Ponds and I'm all set. So yay, I don't have to cancel an order. So somebody said Longhorn sell on eBay or Amazon. So these are eBay. I sold these for $10 plus shipping. They're part of my Tommy Bernard test out charging shipping thing. So I paid $2. So these were $1 a piece. So I paid $2 and I sold them for 10 and then plus shipping. So I'll net like $5-6. Maybe more. I don't even know. Depends on what the fees are. I have to figure out fees. So yeah, but they sold fast. These sold pretty quick. So Amazon. Laura, I don't know if you heard me say earlier that in the Discord group we're in, I had posted these as a bolo. And then I think a few days later, I retracted the bolo because when I was at the Dollar Tree traveling home, I'd seen these and I took a picture of them because I didn't have the time to do the research. I had to run in and really quickly out of the store. So I took a picture. When I got home, I did some research and I was like, oh my gosh, those are selling really good on Amazon. Told you guys all about them. Went back to that Dollar General or Dollar Tree. I think it was maybe a week later and they still had these. So I grabbed it, I had time, did a little more research. Even though I thought I had done the research. No, actually I bought these. I bought them, got them home, went to ship them and realized this was a 2.5 ounce. And what I was looking at on Amazon was like a 6 ounce. Didn't notice until I had to purchase them. So they went on eBay as a 2-pack. They're not really profitable doing them singular, right? Because it would be like $5. You don't want to sell something for $5. Probably would have been better off even doing like a 3 or 4-pack of these. I had one buyer buy two orders, so 4 of these total. So it would have been better off probably even doing more. The more bundling you can do, the better, I think. Glad you found some I didn't actually find these. I found them in my stock. I didn't have to find them at the store. I did stop at 4 Dollar Trees yesterday looking for them though. They're sold out everywhere now. Do you dine more profit from an item FBA or FBM? I think it depends on the item. Most of the time FBM is more profitable, but there are times that it's definitely advantageous to do FBA. First of all, I think FBA just sells quicker unless it's a really, really hot item. Then FBM, like canning lids last year, swimming pools, if you had those inflatable kayaks, if you were doing the outdoor heaters, those types of things can sell really, really fast. During Q4 FBM, definitely, because FBA takes forever to get there and to get checked in during Q4. So I think it really depends. I prefer FBA because I don't want to do the work. Like, I just want to send it off to them, which right now I got a ton of stuff near me I got to send off. My packages are flying through the postal system, says Holly. Sweet. I don't even track. I just ship it, and then nobody's complaining, so I'm assuming they must still be flying. Although I do notice every now and then I'll get feedback, and I'm like, wow, they already got it? Like, I just mailed it on Monday, and they're leaving me feedback on Wednesday. Do you use an eBay calculator, says Sylvia. And welcome, Sylvia. Good morning. I don't. I do not use the eBay calculator. I shouldn't say I don't. Like, maybe twice a year I might pull it up just to check something. What I have done, let me see if I have it on the scratch paper, because I've done it. Okay, so I'm selling something on eBay. Hold on. I can't show you what it is. Okay, I'm selling something on eBay, and it's $3.99. Okay, I mean $8.99. So then I figured out I make $4.58 after the shipping is $3.22, and then I don't know, 20 cents, 50 or whatever all that is. That's my fees. Ended up being my profit is $4.58. So sometimes I'll do that after I sell something, and then I'll be like, okay, tell me exactly what the fees are, because with eBay, your fees are different if you're on managed payments or not, if it's an international sale or not, and then I know the eBay calculator figures that for you, and then what category you sell in, right? So if you're selling in sneakers right now, there's no fees at all. So it all depends. So I sometimes will do that after the fact, especially if it's a replenishable. In this case, this was a replenishable. Something that's so quick and easy for me to ship. Actually, I had 2 orders today that went out for those. But they're very, very quick, easy, light. Throw them in an envelope. Off they go. So simple. S&L item. S&L. FBA or FBM. What's S&L? I don't know what S&L is. Something I probably just mentioned. I don't know. So let me know what S and L stand for, because I'm feeling like a moron right now. Oh, small and light. Okay. So I don't know much about small and light because I don't have anything in the small and light program. I know that it needs to be a certain weight, size, and the price point I think is like $8 or something. And I don't sell very many items that are that low in price. But I've heard of some of my friends do it, and they do very, very well with that. They have some replenishables. But my understanding is that the small and light is really only for FBA. It's not for FBM, because you're not going to be able to sell that item, mail that item for the price that Amazon is being able to mail that item for. And I think some of those S&Ls, and maybe I'm wrong, but have you ever shopped on Amazon and sometimes they'll say this is an add-on item only. So you can only add it to your cart if there's something else in the cart. I don't know if that's the S&Ls or not, the small and lights, but I know that there's something to do with, I don't know. It's just, I know it is, but you have to like apply for it and all that. I just have never taken the time. When I first started Amazon, they said they were doing away with the small and light. So I never took the time to actually get into it. I don't know if just the rules changed, but it still seems like small and light is around. So I'm not sure what that was when they said they were going to be doing away with it. Lisa said Scott had a class on that. I forgot the rules, but I thought FBA only too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's only FBA for small and light. Mine have been getting stuck for USPS lately here and there. 4 in the last month, says Lisa. Wow. Yeah, I haven't. Nobody has said anything to me about any issues at all. None. All right, let's get this shipped. Let's ship some. I don't think it'll fit. Let me see if it'll fit in here. I don't think it will. I don't think so. No, that'll be too tight. It'll probably crack the top. Crack the top. I'm hoping my 6x4s. Uh-oh, am I getting low on those? Here we go. Here's one. Thought I was running out. Thought I was running out. Let me see. Doot, doot, doot. Look at that. Fits good. Fits good. They just changed some of the rules with it too. Oh, did they? Okay. Yeah, I honestly haven't checked about it. So today is May. So in March, the beginning of March, I was on a conference call with some sellers, Amazon sellers, and they were talking about it, and they were saying how it's been really good. One of them does a lot of cosmetics and health and beauty, and she says it's been really good for them with what they sell. But I kind of have been steering away from the health and beauty, which is kind of funny because in that talk, I had said that I had stopped selling most of my health and beauty, and she said she's still doing it. And then I'm pretty sure she got like an IP claim like literally the next day. So I'm like, I mean, it's not, I shouldn't say it's funny, right? Because I don't want anybody to get an IP claim, and definitely not a friend of mine. But it was just, weird timing. So yeah, even at like, I used to look at that stuff when I would go to TJ Maxx, and I don't anymore. I do not even scan any of that health and beauty stuff anymore. It's not worth taking a risk because there's just been too many issues. So unless you're buying it from a wholesale company, I probably wouldn't do it. She buys hers from liquidation companies, from like that Ninja something, Ninja Wholesale or Ninja something. She buys from there and then resells it. All right, 9 ounces for this baby. So let's see, how much is it going to cost in shipping? $4. I think they paid $5, so that's pretty good. Purchase shipping label. I got so much to do that I don't even know where to start. That's the problem. Like I want to source, because you got to source to sell, but I need to list for eBay, but I need to package FBA and ship it. When I get like this is when I'm like, oh, I wish I had a helper. But right now, my sales can't warrant a helper. My sales have just gone down so much that thank gosh I don't have a helper. I would have had to lay him or her off. Plus, I don't think I could go with a helper anyhow, because I really like the freedom of doing what I want to do when I wake up each day. I really wanted to go to the casino today. I'm in the mood. I feel like winning today. But I'm like, oh, you really got to get some work done. But today would be a good day because I'm definitely in that emotional mood of feeling like I could win today. And surprisingly, when I get in these moods, I win. I don't know. It's like, you guys ever do read the book The Secret? It's kind of like that thinking. If you have positive thoughts, positive things come your way. I've never read the book, but I did watch the movie recently. I think maybe even last week. I watched the movie while listing. Because it has, what's her name? She was married to Tom Cruise. Remember when he jumped up on the couch? When he was on Oprah? He was dating her at the time. What is her name? She was in that movie. I can't think of her name. Somebody's watching their screen right now, especially on replay, and they're yelling her name right now. Y'all don't tell me I'm going to have to ask Siri. She's a cutie. She's aged, though. She's looking her age. Casino time would be fun. It's been so long since I've been. I love the casino. It is definitely my, go-to. Katie Holmes. Thank you, Holly. Katie Holmes. I was just about ready to ask Siri. I got a new Siri. I think he's from Australia, and it's a man this time. I changed it with the update because they added new voices. And I said, I'm going to change my Siri. I've had the same one for years. All right. Wait a minute. What did I just put in here? Oh, you guys, I literally put this on the scale to weigh it. And I'm looking at my eBay screen so I could click it to ship it. Look, I just taped on the stupid label. It's already done, Tamara. Oh my gosh. Some days, I don't even know. I don't even know how I function. All right, let's do this. Gosh. Look, I sold some garland for having a baby, for a baby shower. It's really cute garland. I had gotten so much of these why do I keep saying holiday? I had gotten so much of this decorations, baby shower, wedding, bridal shower, themed birthday. Oh my gosh, I got so much of it. And I sold one, but nobody's having parties, but I guess they are now. So thankfully, one's going out the door. Okay, fits right in here. Had to measure. So I got this for like pennies, like, 10 cents maybe. I don't know, hardly anything. Literally filled up a cart, and they were like, "Hey, how about $10 for everything?" I'm like, okay. So I sold this for $8.96 with free shipping. When I went and did my inventory this last time, I discounted so much of my stuff. Like, because you can go to the Dollar Tree and buy this type of stuff. Maybe not Fisher Price, but still. Speaking of that, if anybody's having a party and you want a good deal, ask me. I'll give you a good deal. Or you can go to, I'm putting all my measurements here, 312. You can go to Walmart right now. One of my Walmarts, maybe the other one, I just didn't go down the aisle to see, but all of their party supplies, not all of it, but a lot of their party supply stuff is on clearance right now, including Pioneer Woman. So if you like Pioneer Woman or you like to resell like this chick does, and I cleared it out, bought it all. They have, so if like you go down the Wilton baking aisle at Walmart, a lot of their Wilton kits are on sale, the Wilton tools. I bought quite a bit of Pioneer Woman to resell because people love their Pioneer Woman. They're collectors and they will want it. So most of it is like cookie tins that you would put cookies in, or candy, or things like that. It's actually, I say tin loosely because I'm pretty sure it's plastic. But they did have like a recipe tin. They had like a little planter that has her like flowers all the way around it. I bought so when we craft, we like to put down like plastic tablecloths so we don't ruin tables. And we like to buy them when they're cheap enough so we can just throw them away afterwards. And they had a minion tablecloth that I bought for, I think it was 78 cents, if I remember right. So I said, I'll think of Victoria when I'm doing my crafting because she likes minions. All right, that one's done. Well, let's see. Let's do Spartacus. All right, so this was a Black Friday deal. I was watching a video and the person in it was picking up a bunch of these at all of the Walmarts he was going to because he could sell them on Amazon. Well, I can't sell DVDs on Amazon, but I looked them up and I'm like, okay, I could probably sell this on eBay. So I picked it up. It's their promo edition, complete series. It's the complete series, right? So all 13 discs for the complete series of Spartacus. First one I've sold since Black Friday. I only picked up 2 because that's all my store had left. Paid $10 for it, and it sold for $43, which I can ship it media mail. So sold for $43. I'm running an 8% sale right now. So I sold for $43.13. Obviously, I was asking more than that, but they got it on the sale. You know what I can use? Hey, Holly, I can use a UPS box. I thought I had one that I didn't use the other day. Well, let me see if I can find it. What did I do with it? Where'd it go? I got these 12 by 12 boxes in my way. Move out of my way. I'm sorry if you guys have to see my back end when I reach over like that. Bundle some of your party stuff. Yeah, so Doyle, I do. I have a listing where I took like Hello Kitty, and I have a bunch of all the stuff. So you get your invitations, your thank you notes, your like little gift bag, swag bag stuff to put in them. A whole bunch of like Hello Kitty themed stuff that goes in it, decorations, cake toppers, all that kind of stuff in a bundle. But the problem is my pictures are not that good. It is so hard to get good pictures of those. When you compare them to like professional pictures, they look so good. Mine, not good. So I think my pictures don't grab your attention enough to want. But I also think nobody's having parties right now like that, where they're decorating and inviting a bunch of kids to a birthday party. I mean, maybe they are. Not here in my area, I don't think. But I don't know. I don't have any kids that young, so. So I don't know. But yeah, so I still have them, but I've had them for 3 years now. So it was even before COVID. I still can't get over that Amputee Adventures, that your Cali reseller account. I don't think you're in here anymore, but I can't believe that his account got shut down on YouTube for talking about digital currency. Like, that just shocks me. All right, so folks, I think I talk about these boxes and I end up not ever using them because whatever I'm putting in them doesn't end up fitting. But guess what? This baby fits. This fits. Look at that. This is a UPS box you can get for free if you have a business account. It is called their security box. This is the smaller one, but it fit that set in here. Perfecto. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so perfect. I don't get to use these very often. They are heavy duty. A lot of times I end up not using them because they weigh so much that it pops me into the priority mail, and I might as well use a priority mail box. So these boxes will probably last me forever because I'm finding I'm not using them very often. All right, 1 pound, 4 ounces. I bet you it would have been under a pound, not in this box. But it is priority mail or media mail, so I will be all right with that. Let me see. What machine size? It is 9.5 by 6.5 by 3. 9, 6, 3. So we'll put 9 is 10, 6 is 7, and then 3. Because eBay does not let you put halves anymore. You can on pirate ship though. 345. And it's going to Indiana. So I think I'm going to ship this pirate ship and add on insurance. Because there's no insurance with media mail. And it's a $43 item. I am going to go to, let's see, Joe in Columbia. Joe, here you are, Joe. Hey, Carly, and I just saw your name. Joe. What did I say this was? 1073. 10. Forgot the 1. The 1 didn't go down. 7, 3, 1. I think it was 1, 4. Was it 1, 4? Yeah, 1, 4. Qualifies for media mail. If you're ever using pirate ship, you got to click on that little button that says qualifies for media mail. Otherwise, you will not get media mail as an option on the next page. And let's say insurance, and let's declare the value at $44. And let's get some rates. 75 cents for insurance. So yeah, I'm going to get it. It's media mail. $3.45. So it cost me $4.20. Not bad. I'm going to go with pirate ship. Pirate ship. Let's see. I had to switch up some of my shipping because the box was too heavy. I use them for heavier items. Yeah, these boxes are heavy. Like this, your box is not gonna like this is heavy, heavy duty box. You can add it. You can add what? What did I miss? Oh, you can add insurance with pirate ship for really cheap. Yeah, 75 cents. 75 cents. I like that's there are some really good advantages to pirate ship. Lately I found that eBay is cheaper than pirate ship. So I will do pirate ship when it's international and when I want to add insurance or extra insurance, right? So if I was shipping something that was like $500 and you want to add extra insurance, I would do pirate ship because it's just easier than dealing with the post office's insurance. You're better off because it's a third-party insurance with them. I've used them before, and it was so easy, and I got my refund so quickly. I was so impressed with them. So I like using pirate ship for that purpose of just the ease of claims. Let's see. What else do I use? Sometimes like cubic shipping, but I find that eBay's shipping rates lately are sometimes even better than cubic shipping. Insurance on eBay for media mail. What would have been? Is there a box for insurance? Require add additional liability coverage. Is that what you're talking about? $1.70. It starts at $1.70 to add insurance through eBay. So it's cheaper on pirate ship for 75 cents. Yeah, pirate ship will give you $100 insurance on priority. eBay only gives you $50. Unless you are top rated seller, you get $100 on eBay. So it's not any different if you're top rated. If you're not top rated, then yeah, you would want to go. Because remember when through like, I think it was January 20th to February 20th, I had lost my top rated seller because I had to cancel 3 out of 600 orders. And for that month, every time I would ship something over $50 and I would use eBay shipping, I would be like, oh, shoot, I should have went to pirate ship and shipped it. I kept getting mad at myself. So yeah, if you are not top rated, I would do all my shipping through pirate ship because it's worth it when it comes to that priority mail. Okay, so let me tape this box. So where you put the box together. Gotta tape it there. Oh, I showed you the address. I keep doing that. Keep showing you the address. Should not do that. I won't do that to yours, Carlene. I won't give everybody your address. All right, next we have a shirt. It is North Face. So I took I thought I took a best offer on this. I guess not. Yeah, I did take a best offer on this. They sent me an offer, which was kind of weird, for $18.99. And I don't think it was very far off from my asking price, which was kind of odd. Because I remember thinking, it's really weird they're off. Let's say my asking price was like $19.99, and they offered me $18.99. And I'm like, I bet you they're not going to ever pay. They did. They paid, but it did take them. It doesn't say in here when they paid. So they ordered on the 10th at 3 a.m. It's kind of weird. Wait a minute, 3 a.m. Pacific would be 6 a.m. my time. All right, so that's probably when I accepted their offer. Was at 6 a.m. And yeah, it took them like 2 or 3 days to pay. I think they just paid yesterday. So that would be 2 days, right? I don't know. It took them a while to pay. Let's just say that. They didn't pay right away. Or they were probably sleeping when I accepted their offer. Because if they're on the West Coast, right, it would have been 3 a.m. Let's see where they live. And I'll see if they may have been sleeping. They live in North Carolina, so it would have been 6 a.m. their time. This is 7 ounces. And I gotta remember to take this down from Poshmark. I don't think I have yet. It's only $3.51 to ship this. She might wish that she didn't buy this because she's probably paying $4 a gallon at the gas pump. So I think the southeast is getting hit hard with the gas stuff right now. I need to re-put some bird seed in my bird feeder. Every time I reach over and grab this, I see my bird feeder is empty. And I think on Saturday afternoon, I'm going to go play in my garden. It's finally getting warm enough that I can plant some carrots or something. Maybe I could plant my pea seeds. I'll have to check and see. So I think it's going to be, maybe we're going to hit 60 today. It's been really kind of cool. I think our ground's probably still pretty cool. A lot of the cooler vegetables that you can plant when you can start, they say as soon as you can start working your soil, you can plant like radishes and stuff. I used to do that, but I found that I ended up not really eating whatever I was planting because I'm not a huge fan of like radishes and stuff like that. All right. I don't mind cooked radishes. Do you know, like when I was doing a low carb diet one time, I didn't know that you could cook radishes and you mash them just like potatoes. They're really good. They're really good. We would make little pockets and put them, sprinkle some seasoning on them and put them on the grill with like chicken and eat them after they'd been like roasting in the little pocket. Oh my gosh, they're so good. I do not like raw radishes that well. Although I do like them when you, there was a recipe, you would put in raw cabbage, tomatoes, apple cider vinegar, and radishes cut up. That was so good as a side dish. Very good. All right. Also, now we can't go without a happy planner, right? Gotta have a happy planner. Here's a happy planner notes, happy notes, radiate positivity. So all of their pages are like pre-printed with stuff that you would fill out. Like, yeah, I can't open it because it's got its seal thing. Up here, there's a seal thing that goes around and binds the pages. So let's see. I paid $3.74 for this, and I sold it for $18.99. Radishes roasting on an open fire. Wait, that's a new Christmas song. I'll call that a 4th of July song. Radishes roasting on an open fire. I don't remember what the next phrase is that I can change. I still have my Christmas. I have a cuckoo clock, and it plays Christmas music at the top of the hour. And I love my cuckoo clock so much. Like, I love it. I want to find one that's not Christmas. But I haven't found one yet that I like that's in the price range I'm willing to spend. And it still goes off every hour. You hear Christmas music at my house. My husband hates it so much. But I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, baby. Let's see. I bet you might be into a priority mail bag. Yeah, you're 1.3. Let's do you in a bubble mailer. Come here, Bubble. Come here, flat rate Bubbles. So when you pay $3.74, right now I gotta pay $7 or $8 to ship it. Oh, so I do bubble wrap these because these break. I probably should. Oh, I need to double bubble. Double bubble. God, I was thinking of that. I usually double bubble it when I'm wrapping it, and I didn't pay attention to what I was doing. We got gas in Central Kentucky for now. Hey, do you watch Holly, do you watch the homeschooling picker? She's from Kentucky. Been watching her lately. She was a new to me channel a couple weeks ago. I watched her over the weekend, maybe. Maybe it was yesterday, but I think it was over the weekend video she put out. She was garage sailing. She wears her GoPro and goes to garage sales. I tried that last year. First of all, my views weren't that good on it. It's just really uncomfortable. But I wore the whole chest strap. She puts hers on her like she wears like a backpack. That's what I need to get. I need to find the right type of thing I could put on my backpack, like to clip it on the shoulder of a backpack. I bought a Mario backpack yesterday. I'm going to put that on eBay. Maybe I could keep that and wear that on my back. I also bought another backpack because they're marked down to like $250 or $350. The guy at the checkout says, "Where'd you buy that? Over in the backpack area?" And I said, "Yep." And he's like, "I bought it when it was down to $7. Now it's down to $350." Because I think I want another one. And I was thinking to myself, I think I bought the last one. But I didn't tell him. He'll find out when he gets over there. But I bought it to put in the Jeep so we can carry like toilet paper and stuff like that. Because right now we got toilet paper in like a Ziploc bag. But it'd just be nice to have it in the backpack. So if we ever jump out and decide to go for a little walk, we would have it with us. We used to have that when we'd geocache all the time. We had a little to-go bag that had stuff in it just in case. You know, just in case. Oh, speaking of just in case. So I was watching the homeschool picker and she was garage sailing. And how many times are you, like I'm in the country in the middle of nowhere and she had to go to the bathroom. She found a park that had a soccer field that had a porta potty at it. So she went to the bathroom and she was laughing because her husband got out of the car while she was running to the porta potty. As soon as he stepped out of the car, a bird pooped on him. So it's the video that she says my husband was mad at me or something like that. Yeah, he was mad. I thought it was going to be he was mad about what she bought, but he was mad because the bird pooped on him. I had that happen one time. I was on a date with a guy, and we went to a park, and I was walking, and a bird pooped on my shoulder. That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing when you're young and you are on a date with somebody and a bird shits on you. Do you think, I mean, I was like that. I should have listened. It was probably God telling me to get the hell away from him because it didn't turn out to be a good relationship. Let's see. One, it was my boyfriend before my hubby hub. This comes up as media mail. What? Let's sell in the book category. $7.76. Yeah, that boyfriend used a lot of drugs. Well, he smoked a lot of marijuana. He was always smoking marijuana. I felt like I was just his like transportation to get to his drug dealer. And so at one point I finally said to him, "Me or the drugs?" And he said, "See ya, I'm going to the drugs." I said, "Okay." And so I think it was like the next night I met Tony. And I think Tony and I were dating as soon as I met him. And I think it was about a week or two after this boyfriend came back to me begging for me to take him back. And I was like, no, I met a guy who's so much better than you. So see ya. And at the time he lived with my brother. He moved in with my brother while we were dating. And he upped and left. As soon as I said no to him, he up and left. And then this was in like September. And at Christmas time, my brother got a Christmas card from him saying he was in California now. Because my brother was like, "Have you heard from Larry?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Well, he hasn't been home." He just left. Took his stuff and left. I'm like, I have no idea. Guess he didn't want to stay in Vermont. It broke his heart. He said he was a Chippendale dancer when I met him. He had lived in California and moved to Vermont. He said when he was in California, he was a Chippendale dancer. Now, he was nice. He had a nice body. All right, let's see. What's we got next to Bishop? I'm getting pretty low here. I think I only have a couple things left. 3 things. Oh, that's because I have to go grab that shirt. I sold this. Look, it is a glass bottle with this person on one side and then an eagle on the other. Very patriotic. So I put this as amber glass Lady Liberty American Bald Eagle Bottle 9x5 Flask. That was my title. I guess that's Lady Liberty. Probably copied it from somebody else. I can tell if that's tape on that. No, it's air bubble. It's an air bubble. It's just longer than a normal air bubble. All right, so I don't even know how much I paid for this, but I sold it for $14 plus shipping because they paid $23. Let me see. Let's make sure this isn't going international. Because I don't think I was doing free shipping. I mean, I thought I was doing free shipping. I know they paid $7.96 for shipping. Interesting. Alrighty, sweet. Sweet Caroline. Oh, speaking of Caroline, when I was at Ollie's yesterday, I went to Ollie's, by the way, and didn't buy much for sourcing because there wasn't much. I think I bought a book. What book did I buy? I can't remember. I bought myself a book, a cookbook. I own so many cookbooks. I haven't told my husband yet because he probably would be like, what the hell are you buying another cookbook for? What did I, sweet Caroline? Oh yeah, I bought some barbecue sauce. They had some barbecue sauce in all these different flavors. Like you could get Memphis and you could get North Carolina. And then they had two different type of Carolinas. Like the mustard base and then an apple cider vinegar base. They had KC barbecue. I think I bought Memphis and KC. No, they had a Texas one. I bought a Texas one. So maybe I didn't buy Memphis. I don't know. I ended up buying two of them. They were not profitable. I couldn't actually find them on Amazon. And I didn't even look them up for eBay. I probably should have. Probably should have. Hey, Claudia. Welcome. Thank you for leaving so many comments on my video. I love when you do that. I gotta comment though. I read them, but then I'm like, oh, I'll comment later. And sometimes I forget to comment. And I know it's good for my algorithm when I actually comment. But I do read them, even if I'm not good at always commenting. I love your dating stories. Oh, man. That Larry guy, you know how I met him? Oh, my husband's not watching. Hey, Tony, are you watching? Because he doesn't like when I talk about old boyfriends. I was with my girlfriend, and we were in what they call Church Street in downtown Burlington, Vermont. And they had a hot dog stand, and it was at like, I don't know, 10 or 11 at night. And he was eating a hot dog. And we would never do this today, especially not with coronavirus, right? And I yelled out, hey, can I have a bite of your dog? And he came over and he was like, sure. And we said, hey, you want to party? Jump in. So he jumped in the car and partied with us. And we started dating after that. That's how I met that guy. Isn't that kind of weird? Just picking up literally a stranger on the side of the road eating a hot dog. Oh, the things we do, and we would never, ever want our kids to do them. Ever. Okay, so I got this packaged. I think I might put more around it. Let's see where I'm going to put it in. This might be good for the other UPS box. I might check that. Can I have a bite of your dog? I know. Isn't that weird? What a pickup line. Can I have a bite of your dog? He came right over. Put his hot dog through the window. Sure. I didn't take a bite, by the way. I didn't do that. Now I think this won't fit in that because I think it's going to be too wide. What can I ship this in? I don't want to use the 12 by 8. It's going to be too big. I wonder if I have any more of those 12 by 6s from eBay. I don't think I do though. All right, I got to go on a hunt over here in my pile. Hopefully I can find something right here. If not, I may have to go, hey, Tony, you watching? I know, I hope he's not watching. I hear him upstairs. He's awake because he's listening to something. Hopefully not me. All right, let's see. Let's see. Oh, maybe a fan of shoebox. Do I have a shoebox? Do I have a shoebox? Shoebox. I don't have any shoeboxes. I gotta go grab some. I'm gonna go grab a shoebox. Actually, I'm gonna grab a whole. I'm gonna try and get over here because it is a mess. It is a hazard waiting to happen. I found my boxes. I need to order more. I had a hard time finding them because I only got 4 left. Oh, I should have grabbed that shirt while I was up. Checking to see if somebody was at my front door. I hear like a man's voice. Might be what my husband's watching on the video. Might be. All right, I think it's going to fit in this. I think it'll fit in this. Boop, boop, boop. Yep, it'll fit. It'll fit. These boxes are not very heavy duty, though. I wish they made them a little thicker. Because if they're already going priority, adding a couple more ounces is no big deal. Because most of the time, it's not going to pop it into the next category, the price of category. I think I'm going to wrap it one more time, though, because I don't think it's got enough on it. So let me try. Maybe one more time. It might be more than one. I just feel like it's not thick enough. Sometimes I would double box these. I only paid $7 in shipping, though. Where's this going? Must be on the East Coast. To only pay $7. It's going to Ohio. Going to Ohio. 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 Did you guys all learn that state song when you were growing up? Like Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut. Did you learn that song? I like that. I think we were in like 3rd grade when we learned it. No, it was in JFK school. So it must have been at least 5th grade because elementary school went to 4th. And then I had to move to JFK. But, I used to walk to school every day. Had to walk to school. We had to walk home, have lunch. 15 minutes was about the amount of time I would get to eat before I had to turn around and then walk back to school because I lived a mile from school. I had to walk to school even as a 1st grader. That's why you become friends with people that are older than you when you reach high school because they have a car. They have a license. So I was friends with a lot of people in the grades above me. So that's what you do when you don't want to walk to school and walk home and walk to school and walk home. Literally 4 times. That's why I was thin in high school, even though I thought I was really, really fat. I wish I could find that old picture of me. Literally, my waist was like this. And then I went to college, and my waist went like this. And then I got married, and my waist went like this. And then I had a baby, and my waist went like this. And then I had another baby. And then after that, it went like this. And that's it. Oh. what kids do. Maybe that's why my daughter doesn't want children. She saw old pictures of me. BC, right? Tamara BC, before children. And she said, oh, heck no, do I want children? I don't want those pictures to look like that of me after children. AC. I want to put something at the bottom of this box. So I'm just going to put some of this. I'm just going to squish some of this out, put it in the bottom. I did put an air pillow, but I only had one. I feel like I don't like how much movement there still is. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to wrap this again. I'm going to have so much bubble wrap around this. But they say you should be able to drop it and not have it break. So guess what? You're going to be able to drop this from the rooftop. And it's not going to break. I'm going to loosely wrap this one. So then it kind of takes up a little more space. Let's see if that's enough. How are you doing in there? How are you doing? Oh, see, I don't like all that movement. I think I'm just going to squish this. But whoever's getting this bottle is going to be like, if they're a reseller, they're going to say, look at all this bubble wrap we got. Or if they have a young child or grandchild, they're going to be like, come play with the bubble wrap. Look at all the bubble wrap we have. The kids are going to be so excited. Oh, the bubble wrap. Okay, let's cut this box because I don't want to give away any more bubble wrap. All right. Let's see. The stories. I know. I got some stories. I've got stories. If I could think of any other good ones, I'd tell you, but I can't think of any other good ones. Oh, so let me tell you a little bit about growing up. As I'm packing, I'll tell you some more stories. How that. Probably have told you guys some of these, but so I played basketball in high school for my freshman and sophomore year. I played basketball. My nickname was Clutch because I was really good at the three free throws. But I am so much of an introvert that it's hard to play a sport when you're an introvert. So I wasn't very aggressive. I didn't want to hurt somebody. I didn't want to hurt myself. Such a baby. So I really wasn't very good at basketball. And I hate exercise. Don't have me run around a friggin' court. I don't want to run. I would always choose this really large girl. It's funny, I look back now and she wasn't really that large, but I always felt she was large. And she would always be my partner in gym because she ran slower than me because I've never been a big slow runner. And so when I did that, but it was good because at school you had to do a sport or you had to take PE to graduate. So I was like, all right, sign me up for a sport. Which, PE would have been easier because a sport you had to go to practice all those times. Like PE was nothing. My girlfriend didn't do a sport. Well, she did do a sport. She did cheerleading. I don't know why she still had to take PE. And all we did was sit on we had like a stage in our gym. So when we did like plays and stuff, we didn't have like an auditorium. We just had a stage. And we would just sit on the stage and just talk about boys. That's all we did. Now, once in a while, we would take the tennis rackets and go out to the tennis field. It was my study hall, and we would just hang out while she got her PE. Because the PE teacher was just like, you're a senior. You don't have to hang out with the freshmen in PE class. So he would just let us do our own thing. Oh, great. What a great teacher, huh? Let us do that. And what's funny is she now runs marathons. She does like the Disney marathon and stuff. So here she took a PE class, and they tell you to take PE to help you like get this lifelong lesson, I guess, of exercise. And didn't she didn't even really do PE. We just talked about boys. But now she runs marathons. I, on the other hand, did sports. And then I did basketball, and then I went to, my number was 23, by the way, which is the reason why it's one of my favorite numbers. And then I switched to a cheerleader. Then I did football and basketball cheerleading, which I loved cheerleading, which I think on Monday's show I told you guys I got most spirited award in high school because I am all about like cheering on stuff like that. I loved it. I loved it so much being a cheerleader. School spirit. I think that's why sometimes like I get so frustrated with eBay, but I still am like a cheerleader for eBay. 1285. 1285. 1285. Even when they tick me off, I'm still like cheering for them. All right, $7.73 for shipping, which is not bad. I'm going to go with that. I can't imagine that pirate ship would beat that rate, so I'm not even going to bother taking the time. So $7.73, go for it. Go for it. Print. Okay. So did you guys, anybody here play any sports in high school? I use a lot of old newspapers in my packaging, but I do use a high volume. But I do use a too high volume of foam paper and bubble plastic. I used to use newspaper, but it makes my fingers all black. And I don't get a paper anymore. I haven't since we've lived here. And paper weighs so much more than bubble wrap. Softball was my jam. Oh, was it? My niece is big into softball. She's like, that's her whole high school, middle school was all softball. She's a senior this year. I think they were hoping she was going to end up with a scholarship. But I know it's been hard because the last 2 years, softball just hasn't been the same for even scouts to go and look. But you can't scout somebody until they're in, I think, a junior, and they were talking to her as a sophomore, but not like trying to recruit her yet, but still talking, whatever. I don't know. But I don't think anything's ever come of it, unfortunately. I think that was her ticket. Her ride or die was her softball. I don't think it came out as they were planning on, which is too bad. I think she has like dyslexia or something because she definitely had some learning issues, and they never would spend the money on getting her help in the educational. They only spent money on softball. So she's a pitcher, but they sent her to pitcher camp. They sent her out of state to softball camps. Like all this money was spent on her softball because they were all in on her for softball. All in on her getting a scholarship. She hasn't gotten one. Kind of a bummer. Kind of a bummer. Put all your eggs in one basket. Oh, I take it back. I think they got, there's a Division III school, but I guess Division III schools can't give you money for scholarship for sports, but they can do academic. So they're giving her an academic scholarship for her to come and play softball, but there's no way her grades will be able to sustain that. And that's the father's concern about that. I know parents who do the same thing. Yeah, it's great if your child ends up succeeding in that realm where they can get the scholarships. But when you think about how many scholarships, how many openings are there for a college team versus how many high school students there are, there's just not as many. So it's kind of too bad. Yeah, they spent so much money. Even now, I mean, there's still all the traveling they've done. I told my mother-in-law, because she goes to everything. I think she pays for most of the courses and stuff, camps and all that. But she's going to go crazy. She's not going to know what to do with herself when she graduates this year. It was tough when my kids graduated. I missed their high school activities, not having that to go to anymore. All right, so guess what I sold? I'm still packing 2 hours later, and I'm still packing my measly 13 items. I sold some of these Bobby Brooks sneakers I got for $1 at the Dollar General. I don't know, 2 years ago, forever. These have been so slow. I had size 6, 7, 8, and 10. These, I think I only had 110, and these are size 10, and they sold. They only sold for $11.91. They will go in a flat rate, padded, literally and breaking even on these because at this point, I just want them gone. I'm not looking to make any money. Just get them out of here. Let's see where they're located because if they're on the East Coast, I can just polybag them. Virginia Beach. Hey, her name is Tamara, but it's spelled Tamyra. Wow, that's cool. All right, 744. Oh no, this says 15 ounces. There's no way these weigh 15 ounces. No way. Sometimes I'll put something in as 15 ounces with free shipping, and then I'll add where they can pay for priority. So people will pay for priority, even though it was going to go priority anyhow. That happens every now and then. See, I was a swimmer my entire life. I still swim. I think you mentioned this before. I think maybe I've asked this question before. I'm actually a swimming judge at competitions, and I'm a certified swim instructor. Wow. How long can you hold your breath for, Claudia? By the way, that was Claudia. And what, you live in the UK, don't you? I've never been a big swimmer. I never took any like real swimming things. Like I can do the breaststroke, probably not like the real way. And I could doggy paddle. My husband can't even doggy paddle. His body mass, he can't do the dead man's float. He literally sinks. He cannot float. Like seriously, he does not float. He sinks. So he has to doggy paddle or, like tread water to keep him afloat. He would not. Oh, you're Norway. Okay. He would not. So I was watching. I don't know if anybody watches that show 911. I was watching 911. Was it 911 or the Texas one? The regular 911. They're in Seattle, and they fell off a boat and they had to tread water for like forever, and only one of them had a life jacket on. And they'd be so tiring, and it was nighttime, and the fog came in. I don't think I would do very good with that. I would probably die. Oh yeah, those traveling sports are huge money. So my husband played adult softball, and we used to travel all the time. He actually got recruited by I think it's called Triple A men's softball. I may be incorrect in that, but I think that's what it was. But you get actually paid to play softball. But he was in the military full time, and he would have had to like end his military career and all that. And it's just, give up that type of job to play something that's going to be short term because one injury and you're done. So at least if he got injured in the military, he's covered by disability. But yeah, so he didn't do it, but he played on the softball team for the military, for the Air Guard, and he played on a local bars league, and they traveled all the time. They were really, really good. My husband was what they call the fourth batter, which is you usually put your best batter in the fourth spot because that's you would hit home runs, and if the bases were loaded, it would be 4 runs. So yeah, he was good. My niece's boyfriend is in a traveling hockey league. Big bucks, yeah. Well, what's funny? So when my kids were young, we would go watch him play all the time. And then he stopped because just life got busy with kids and raising a family and their activities and stuff. And I don't remember. It was just before he ended up getting out of the military. I say just before, maybe like 4 or 5 years before. He decided to play softball again. I think the very first game he pulled his hamstring, black and blue, all the way down his leg. Oh my God, it looks so bad. First time up to bat, running to first base, he pulled a hamstring. I laughed, but I felt bad for him. So that comeback to softball didn't really work. I'm still waiting to hear a cha-ching from you. Hey, give me your store and I'll give you a cha-ching. Yeah, I had one. You missed it. Hey, good morning, Philly Flipper. I was watching your show the other day. I think it was your show. Unless there's another Philly flipper out there. I'm pretty sure it was yours. Oh, yeah, Holly, those traveling sports are huge money. My mom was a lifeguard. She had me swimming as a newborn. Wow. Wow. We had a camp. And the cleanup hitter, yeah, that's what he was. He was good. He was really good. He was very, very good. Now, he didn't run fast, so he had to rely on his batting skills to get the home run because he did not run fast. And I don't think, trying to think of what he played out in the field. Gosh, I don't even know what he played out like when they weren't up to bat. I have no idea. If it was Ravishing Good Looking Man, then it was my show. Yes, it must have been your show then. Absolutely. I remember thinking, whew, what a ravishing looking good man. Wait a minute. Ravishing good looking man. That's what I thought. So it had to have been your show. All right, so let me get these shipped. But I was gonna tell you something. I just thought of something as I was saying that. Hold on, let me see. Somebody said something that made me think of it. Some people cannot flow. It is unbelievable, but it's true. Yeah, that is my husband. So he used to be a power lifter. And you know those people who like literally just lift those things up and then they like literally like drop them? He used to do that before he met me. He did that. He worked out all the time. He was beefy, like very muscular. Now it just like, I call them manoobs, like man boobs. All that muscle just turned to like fat. But so I think his body mass was just because of all that muscle and all that like whatever. It would just, yeah, it wasn't good. One time we were in we went to Jamaica and we did this ATV excursion. We were on a cruise ship and we stopped in Jamaica. We went on this ATV thing. It was so much fun. So much fun. And when we got to the end, one of the options of this thing was you could jump into the ocean. They had this cliff you jump off and you'd swim to this rock and they had stairs you could climb up and stuff. Like, I'm not going to do it. Hell no. First of all, I'm not going to bring a bathing suit with me and wear under my clothes. Like, my bathing suits have skirts and all that in it. Like, well, I wouldn't do that. So, but he did it. He jumped off. He was afraid because he's afraid of heights. And he kept thinking, am I going to do it? Am I going to do it? He finally did it. Jumped into the water. He was one of the last people. And if he would have done it right off, he would have been fine. But the waves started picking up. And when he jumped up, the waves were so bad. He had such a hard time keeping his head above water doing the doggy paddle. Because, most people would like swim. No, he's doggy paddling to the stairs. But the waves were so bad that I had to get up off the rock that I was standing on where they would climb up because I was taking pictures of everybody. But the ladder they would climb up on, it was attached to the rock that they had to go up on. I had to get off of it because the water was splashing so high up onto the rock. And yeah, it was bad. He finally made it. And they said they were like this close, about ready to jump in to rescue him. He said he was so afraid. Like, you could tell when he got to the ladder, he was so exhausted to even climb up the ladder. And he's like, oh my God, I've never been so afraid. Like, it was, you could tell it was fear. Yeah, but if you have a hard time swimming and you can't do the float, right? You can't float, you just literally sink. No, she did not. My father did by taking me to Jaws at 4 years old. Yeah, that can scare anybody. That can scare you. Even in freshwater, which I love, is there a shark in there? I hate swimming. Like, I used to hate when we had a camp and we would swim, and it was called a pond, but it was more like a lake, but it was called a pond. And I used to hate when people would swim and touch my legs underwater. Heck no, don't do that. All right, back to my shoes here. Back to my shoes. 1 pound, 4 ounces. Let's just see what this is going to come up as priority. So I can decide what packaging. Padded is $7, $8. Okay, so we'll do padded. That is the cheaper option. Sometimes the padded is more expensive than the Just putting it in regular if it's a local. All right, so let's see. I'm not doing anything but just popping these right in here. Popping them. That was I think by far one of my favorite excursions was that Jamaica. So much fun on the ATV. Oh my gosh, we went through so many puddles. And they say, like in the reviews, to, you know, don't bring your good sneakers. Yeah, don't. The clay and stuff that got on them just ruined them, and you couldn't get them off. Oh my gosh, it was. I laughed. It's such a good time. What? I don't need to weigh this. I'm weighing it. I don't need to weigh you. Padded. Print. What do I got left? I think just the shirt. Just the shirt. 10:38. Yeah, I got so much stuff to get done. Guess job movies traumatize a lot of people, generations, because it is a real risk. Yes. Oh, I don't like thinking about that. I don't even like knowing there's a fish around me, even if it's not one that's going to eat me. What? He wants to cage dive with sharks for his 50th birthday? Anissa, is your husband younger than you? Did you rob the cradle? Because we all know that you turned 50 last week. Did you rob the cradle if your husband is not 50 yet? Do they still say that, rob the cradle, when you marry somebody younger than you? I've already gone through this roll of tape that I just put on like a week ago. I've got to order I got to order bubble mailers from eBay with my coupon. I've got to order shoe boxes from the post office. And I need to order some of my 4x6 labels for my Dymo. I've got to do that when I am done packing. Got to do that. Got to. This old school taping is for the birds. For the birds. Think about how much money you waste on ink, paper, and tape. For the birds. So he's only a year and a half younger. All right. Well, you're still robbing the cradle. Yeah. You're still doing that. I am a cougar. You are a cougar. Hear me roar. Oh, that's right. This is going to that Tamra, her name. I think it's taken me, 20 minutes to package this? These shoes? I spent a lot of money on tape. How can that be when you have no sales, Anissa? Why are you spending, what are you using your tape on? Are you tying somebody down with tape? Maybe it's your husband. I robbed his cradle and his wallet. I used to rob my husband's wallet. Actually, most of our marriage, I robbed it. And then when I went back to work, I started creeping up and started making more than he did in the military. After 32 years, I was making more than him in my non-military career, which the military they don't get paid very good. Yeah, and then of course last year I had a really good year, although he still made more than I did. I am using a lot of tape, taping his mouth shut. Well, I'm surprised he's not using the tape on you, because you are normally very vocal. Although you've been quiet lately, or you're not popping up in my feed, one or the other. Because I haven't seen much on my feed from you lately. On Facebook, that is. I find it I watch some like YouTube every now and then, and I'm always logged in onto my business account, this Yellow Brick Road Reselling. I find it hard. I think sometimes that's what keeps me from saying things. Because I don't want to say something on like Fox News. If I'm watching or CNN or something, I'll be watching a live stream of something and I'm like, I want to say something, but I'm like, no, you're going to comment under your business. Don't do so. Don't do it. Hey, did I ever show you guys the stamp I got for $1? So my store on Etsy is called Yellow Fox. And look, I found this little stamp for $1 at Michael's on clearance. And I was thinking about getting a stamp pad and stamping my box or something with this fox. Isn't that cute? I haven't done anything with it yet. I wonder where Tio is this morning. He's not around. He usually pops in. All right. I think I gotta do that shirt. I gotta go grab it. Let's see where it is. It is in H8. And let me click on it so I can see the picture to make sure I get the right one and the right size. Y'all want to see what Claudia bought? You want to see? Hopefully you don't mind me saying that, Claudia. You bought something. I didn't mean Claudia. I meant Carlene. Oh, those C words. Because all of a sudden I thought, wait a minute, Claudia is in Norway. I don't think I'm shipping this to Norway. I want to see what Carlene bought. All right, H8. Let me go grab this. Stanley Cup shirt. Somebody likes hockey. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's crazy, this mess. You guys can't see, but literally it is ridiculous. The stuff. I have no path to get to my desk. I am going to break an ankle. All right, here we go. That's what she bought. Stanley Cup. Stanley Cup. Thank you so much for supporting my eBay store with a purchase. I think you're my first sale from somebody on YouTube. I feel like you are. Don't think I've ever had one before. That's very nice of you. Very, very nice. I don't think she's around anymore. I'm not seeing her talk. She's not going to see me package it. And what a great deal I'm going to do. And how nice I'm going to package this up. I'm going to use tissue paper and everything for your Reebok shirts. It's all good. I'm taking my time with packing this golf club as well. I have some golf clubs that have been listed for a year. I probably should visit that and lower the price. Because look at this nice package. Gonna go slides nicely into the envelope. And then I think I'm gonna be really nice and I'm gonna put a little card in it so you can see this beauty. Anybody else print and write in cursive in the same thing? I know you're not supposed to do that, but sometimes I find printing is better, and then all of a sudden I'll find myself doing cursive and then go back to printing. I don't know why I do that. I wish there was something really cool to put in here as a gift. I'd like to add a little extra to your order. But I don't really have anything cool. I need to get something cool to put into cool people's packages. I used to have, when I was doing bingo, I don't know if anybody ever was around back when I was playing bingo on my channel. I stopped because it got so expensive. But I got some of those prizes still left. I should pull some of those out and see if maybe I'll do just some giveaway sometime. Give away some stuff. I haven't done a giveaway in a long time. I do know I have a t-shirt from, remember when eBay gave t-shirts away last fall? I got a t-shirt. They gave me a size large. Does this look like a size large? No. I do have that t-shirt. I've been waiting for the right time to give it away. I never did like 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I also bought a bunch of IKEA bags I was going to give away. I haven't done anything with them either. Actually, I gave one to Michael one time. He won a giveaway I had on here. Just making sure. I hate horror movies and avoid them at all costs. Oh my gosh, me too. So true story. I am a baby when it comes to darkness. When I am down like in a basement, like I have windows and stuff, so I find I'm not as bad down here in my basement. But when I lived in Vermont and we didn't have wasn't a walkout basement, it was just a traditional basement, but it was like, a nice poured concrete, not old cinder blocks. I will not go down. We had a laundry down there. I had to do the laundry when it was still light out. I would not go down at night. And even then, I would run up the stairs as fast as I could because I felt like somebody was going to reach through and grab my legs because the stairs didn't have like a back to them. I always felt like someone was going to reach in and grab my legs. Well, and that's all because of horror movies. And did I put 6 ounces already in there because of this? So then I would, it was, now I lost my train of thought. So there's that. And, oh, yes. So before the bed we had before this bed we have, you could go all the way underneath it. It's like your traditional bed. My bed now, it's like only open like this much, so nobody could ever crawl under my bed. And I would get to the bed, but I would never get really close to the bed. I would always be a little bit away, and I would jump onto my bed. It's probably why my knees are so messed up. I would jump onto my bed because I felt like somebody was going to reach under my bed and grab my feet. And still to this day, even last night, I was sitting in my recliner doing some cross-posting, watching TV, and I had one of my back started to hurt. When I'm in my recliner for too long, my back starts to hurt. So I had my foot dangling over the side of my reclining, the leg part. And that always seems to kind of help my posture in my back. So I had my leg dangling. And then all of a sudden I was just like, I started thinking like, oh my gosh, there's creepers under my chair and they're going to grab my foot. So I put my foot back up. Still to this day, yes. I do not like stuff like that. I don't watch scary movies. I will go in the other room if my husband and kids used to watch them. I don't watch them. No way. What is the Power Seller program? Hey, they're doing away with it. So it doesn't matter what it is, right? But I think pretty much it is you had to sell a large amount of items within a year to be considered a power seller. I can't remember how many it was, but I don't even know if I'm a power seller. At one time I don't know if I'm a power seller or not. I don't know what the benefits were. No idea. If there were benefits, I'm not sure. Mine was listed forever on eBay and didn't move. Then I posted it on Facebook and it sold in less than 2 hours. Yes. I don't know what you're talking about that was listed. Oh, the golf clubs. Yeah, it is crazy, the stuff that if you have stuff listed for a long time on eBay, I'm finding that with cross-posting. I mean, back when I started doing Macari, I would put some of my older stuff on there and it would sell. And I think it's all in the fact of, even I think that's why some people will end their listing on eBay and then relist it, because new listings get bumped up in a search. So, even if it's on eBay and you take it down and relist it, it is now back up into the top of the search. Same thing like with Macari, when you promote your listing, or of course on Poshmark, you share it moves it back up. There's all these things that you can do that move them. Even on Facebook, if you list something, you can renew it. I just renewed some of my listings this morning. Well, I renewed that Mickey Mouse planter I sold earlier. I'm like, oh, I realized I just sold it. I got to take it down after just renewing it. And I think that's the struggle with now with eBay. You have, so if you have a store, you have so many more listings, so you have the ability to end stuff and relist it, and it not cost you 15 cents, 10 cents, 25, depending on what store level you're at. Where with like Etsy, it cost you 20 cents. And I remember when I first started on Etsy, now I was on Etsy like a long time ago. Like when I was doing that Sock Monkey Greetings, that was Etsy. That was a long time ago. And I remember their whole thing there was you list something and it's good for 3 months, but people would list it and then end it within like a couple days and relist it again and end and relist. They're constantly doing that. They probably still are, but it's a lot of money. You've got to have a really big profit margin in order to do something like that. If it doesn't sell and you're doing it that often, I don't have a big profit margin on most of my stuff I sell on Etsy. So I just don't have the ability to end and relist. It would be nice if Etsy would be similar to like Mercari and Poshmark, all these places that are allowing you to list stuff for free. Even with something like Amazon, right? You can pay $40 to list on Amazon and you get unlimited listings. You can list a bazillion listings. Well, if you're FBMing, you can. You do have storage limits sometimes unless you're unlimited, but you can list as much as you want. It's not going to cost you any more to list. And I like that. In some ways, I kind of wish, I mean, think about on Amazon, I pay $40 and I can list as much as I want. I pay $60 and I'm limited to 10,000 items, which I'm not doing 10,000. I don't even do close to that on Amazon. But when you compare the two, but Amazon, I sell things so much faster if it's on Amazon than I do on eBay. I just received an order from an Etsy shop in Copenhagen. Wow. Huh. Let's see what else. I've missed. I'm behind a little bit. I have an IKEA bag obsession. I think I have 20 of them around here. I've got quite a few. So I bought a bunch of them. They'd gone on sale. I can't remember how much, but I bought a whole case of them. And I was going to do some giveaways with them. I've gone into my pile so many times because I needed more, especially when I was shipping like 200 items a day. It was like, oh my, yeah, I needed them. There's Tio. Did you hear? I was mentioning your name earlier. I'm like, where is Tio? He has not come in today. Where are you? You know who else hasn't been in here is Michelle. And I know I'm going to forget some people. Oh my gosh. Incense. What the heck is, there's a word in front of incense. He's from California. I haven't seen him in a long time. He hasn't been very vocal in my Discord group too. I hope everything's okay with him. Mind and Body, good morning. Yay. What do you sell, Mind and Body Co? Do you sell anything? I need something for my mind on Mondays. Boy, that last Monday was tough for me. I need something for my mind is cray. Etsy changed. This relisting on Etsy is not a benefit anymore because new listings actually take back place on Etsy these days. Okay, Claudia, that's probably why it seems like now that I came back, because I was on Etsy like back when they first started. Like it was a long time ago. And I was trying to think, I don't think I was working when I was on Etsy. So yeah, it was a long time, like 20 years ago. Has Etsy been around that long? Hey Siri, when did Etsy start?
Etsy was founded in 2005.
2005. So yeah, 20 years ago. No, 15, 16. No, 15 and 5, 21. 21. Right? Am I counting right? No, 16. Oh, Tamara. I think maybe I need to go back to bed. I'm not good at math. You know, I wanted to be a math teacher. That's what I was going to go to college for, be a math teacher. I love math. Not lately though. My mind is like messy. As I get older, my mind is just But yeah, so I was on it back when it first started doing that, and then I went to Artfire. I was one of the founding people of Artfire, and I had like I get listings for life on Artfire. They charge you like a monthly fee or whatever, and I was grandfathered into that. Good morning, CW. See, I like when I'm on for a while because new people start popping in. On Etsy, olden days relisting was a thing. Yeah, so that's good. That's why I don't hear about it at all on any of the Etsy boards I'm in. Of course, one Etsy group I'm in, all they do is complain. Oh my gosh, and people are so mean, so mean. You belong to some of those groups, and I'm always thinking to myself, how are any of these people still in business? How do they stay in business? I bet you they don't. I bet you they come on these groups, they have horrible customer service. Horrible. Oh, you know what I got to do? Speaking of customer service, I got to box up that printer and ship back. It literally makes me sick to my stomach having to return something. Like, I do not like this process at all. People complain online. Nah, no, not at all. Not at all. So for those who don't know, I bought a printer. The return label was $21. That's how much it costs them to ship it. No wonder they offered me $50 to keep it. I couldn't get it to work. And so I got it, and it was cracked. Let me grab my printer. So for those who don't know, a couple weeks ago, I ran out of labels for my Dymo 4XL, opened up a box I had ordered in January, hadn't even opened it till now, and loaded them in, and it just printed a whole crap load of labels, and it stops in the middle of the label. Ends up being that I didn't realize that your 4XL label, your 4x6 labels for the Dymo have to be, oh, actually Zen is me. Oh, good, good. Well, Zen, I knew there was a word in front of incense. I couldn't think, I don't know why I couldn't think of it. Now I feel like as soon as you say it, I'm like, oh my gosh, how did I not know that? Yes, I noticed that you hadn't been around, so now I know it's you. You got 2 channel names. So thank you for letting me know that was you, because I don't like when people come in all the time and then I don't see them or hear from them for a while. Then I start to think, okay, hopefully, they're okay, they're not sick, something didn't happen. All right, so I got this printer. So I got those labels, and they didn't work because they don't have the little notchy thing that your Dymo needs. All these years I've been buying labels, and I never, ever knew. Like, I never paid attention. Probably because I always would just search for the label number, that 1744, whatever. I would put that in. This time I didn't. I just said 4x6 labels and bought them. So there's a crack up here at the top, which, I was like, no big deal. If it still works, I don't care. So I bought this so I could use those labels, right? I'm like, buy labels or buy a printer? I'm like, well, I've been wanting to get a different type of printer, so I got the Zebra. Well, I plug it in. Well, first of all, as soon as I open the box, holy smoke, literally smoke. It smelled like cigarette smoke. So bad. So bad. So I had it sitting right here next to me, trying to get it set up before I went live on Monday. And I downloaded the driver, downloaded all the stuff I needed to download, installed it. So it's now showing as a printer, but it won't print. And the whole time I'm trying to set it up, I'm like, oh my God, you stink so much. Like, this smell is unbearing. Like, even if I get you to work, I don't think I can handle the smell. But I thought, if I can get it to work, and if I can somehow figure out how to get the smell out of it. So if I got 30 days, I'll see if I can get the smell out of it. And it wouldn't, the smell was so bad. I had to take it off my desk and put it over on the floor. Well, this morning, so I opened up a return, which I just hate. I hate the idea of opening a return, but I opened a return, and they offered me, I think I paid $96 for this. They offered me a $50 refund. So just a little bit more than 50% off. And like, it was immediate. And I thought, do I want to take the refund? Like, oh, I don't know. As an eBay seller, I hate returns, and I hate when people return things. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I want it even for $50 off because it stinks that bad. Like I'm so sensitive to smells. Like I'm okay with like perfumes and stuff like that, but like bad smells, like cigarettes, I don't like them. But I'll go to like the casino and smell smoke, and it doesn't, I don't know, it's weird. I'm okay with that. Although when I get home, I hate that I smell like cigarette smoke. But this, no. So this morning I said, all right, I have a few minutes. I'm going to hook it back up. Let's see if I can get it working again. And it doesn't smell. I mean, I still smell smoke, but it doesn't smell like it's as strong. But I do feel I'm a little stuffy today, so maybe that could be why my allergies are kicking in. But it's not overbearing today. So I'm thinking, all right, maybe I can make this work. If it's not overbearing, maybe, because I haven't even wiped it down with a Lysol. Like, I haven't tried anything. And I thought maybe I could do that, but I can't get it to print. It gives me an error. It will not print. I watched videos on it. I've done everything it says. I don't know why it won't print. So at this point, I'm going to return it. I hate the thought of it. I hate that they have to pay $20 for me to return it, and they spent $20 to send it to me. I mean, no wonder they offered me a partial. It's in the long run cheaper just to do that than to deal with this. They paid $10 just to order these cords from Amazon. They ordered this from Amazon for 10 something because they left the receipt in the box. But I printed off my return label, and I'm going to return it. They even sent it with labels. And I was like, oh, can I use those labels on my 4x6? Because I would literally pay them to keep these labels, but they don't work on my Dymo. So, yeah. Oh, I could smell the smoke in the box, though. This box right now. Ooh, I could smell it. It stinks. And then I thought, okay, it's starting to not smell so bad. Could I resell it? Take that $50 and resell it? But I'm like, well, if I can't get it to work, then it could be somebody else can't get it to work. And I'm not a tech stupid person. I know how to troubleshoot, at least the bare minimum. I'm not an expert, that's for sure. But I know enough to figure something out. And I've done enough. But it did tell me right away when I downloaded the driver that there was some issues with this. Look, I just want to show you. This is how they sent it. Look, that's how they're going to get it back. This is the exact same box they sent it in. There was just this little bit of padding right here at the top, but there's no padding on the side or anything. So I was like, well, no wonder it cracked. But when I did look at the picture and zoomed in, this crack is in their picture, but they didn't disclose it. So I told them that it smelled of smoke and that it was a crack, but I overlooked the crack because, if it works with the crack, I don't care. But I said, when you go to relist it, you should disclose that in your listing. And they can look and see I'm an eBay seller. Have you tried another PC? I haven't. I just tried the one that I use for work. So if it worked on another PC, I'm not going to go and change my laptop every time I ship. So, but yeah, so I'm returning it. But I don't like it. I mean, it really, I don't know. It really bothers me that I have to return this. But if it's not working, what am I going to do? And it stinks. It doesn't stink as bad today, though. So I know we were talking about on Monday that, hard plastic, sometimes it's hard to get the smell out of it or whatever. I do feel like the smell has gotten a little better, and it's just sat out here. It hasn't been outdoors, or I haven't wiped it or anything. I do feel like the smell has gotten better. I still can smell it in the box, but obviously I wouldn't be using it with the box. Karen meme. Huh. You're new. Do you know where we could get invoices in order to be ungated for Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour? Well, I sure do. Pay me $1,000. Just kidding. That's what most people would say, right? Pay me money. So Nike, BSN Sports is the website. And you can get ungated in Nike. Adidas. Where did I get Adidas? Can you get Adidas from BSN? Let me check. BSN Sports. Let me make sure that's where I got. Hold on. Let me share this. Let me put this over here. Let me share the screen with you. For those who want to get ungated, you know, most people charge big bucks for this stuff. You're getting it free right here in Yellow Brick Road Reselling. BSN Sports is the website. And if you go to, I thought you could sort by brand. Maybe not. Let me make sure this was either Nike or Adidas. I can't remember. Okay, there you go, Nike. So, I mean, the prices are a little tough. So this is what I got. I've ordered socks, Nike socks. These are wholesale company, Doyle. So, you know, this worked for ungating. But yeah, once you get ungated, though, you just got to be really careful that wherever you're sourcing them from, that it's legit. Make sure you always have an invoice for it. So I would just go with the cheapest, right? So this is $12. So you have to order at least 10. So it costs you $120 plus shipping. So what I do is just sort by price. And you want to go with the cheapest thing they have. So it looks like you can get some Nike replacement knee pads. I mean, I like the idea of socks. You can sell. I listed mine on eBay. They're not a moneymaker on Amazon. So I just listed them on eBay, but it was enough for me to get ungated on Nike. And then I just go elsewhere to buy my stuff to sell. Plus, I was able to give them to family and stuff like that. I've ordered, my socks were like these shorter ones, the ones I ended up getting. So just look for something that you might be able to use. Like this is what mine were. They were like these 3-pack. I don't think I paid $18 though. I feel like mine were less than that. And then let's see if they have Adidas. I'm trying to think of what I ordered for Adidas. Whatever I ordered for Adidas, I'm pretty sure it was on sale and I got a really good deal for ungating. So it looks like, and again, about $12 to get ungated. I mean, a travel tee. These are kind of weird things to get. Yeah, price goes up there for Adidas. May not want to use them for Adidas. I don't think I use them for Adidas. I think I just use them for Nike. Let's see if they have Under Armour. Oh, you know what? Adidas came up as AIDS. Did you notice that? It took off Adidas and just put AIDS. Did it not pick up the whole word Adidas? So look at Under Armour's not bad, $9.99. Now I got auto ungated for Under Armour. So the more you sell, the more sales you have, you'll start to get auto ungated and stuff. And Under Armour is an auto ungate brand. So $9 to get ungated for Under Armour. I've really enjoyed Under Armour. I probably have done the most with Under Armour out of everything so far. Let me try Adidas again. Adidas. Am I spelling that right? Adidas, yeah. Why did it change it to AIDS? Yeah, see, look at search results for AIDS. So it's not even coming up with Adidas. I don't think they sell it. I don't think they sell AIDS. Oh, spam call. One of the positives of moving from one state to another and keeping your same cell phone number is that now when I get spam calls, they almost always come from the same area code of my phone, which, you know. Okay, let me check. Let me check my folder here. Let me just see what I got for. I'll tell you who I have for. A lot of people get mad that I share the stuff, but you know, I share it. Look at my invoice. It's so by date. Sort by date. There's BSN. Okay, so Nike is what I use for BSN. Where's my Adidas? What did I use? I used Dollar Days, which you can't use anymore. That's what I use for Intex. I ordered beach balls, which if anybody needs any beach balls, give them to you for the cost of shipping. They're just the blow-up balls. Like a whole bunch left. But it was worth it because now I can sell Intex, which is pools and kayaks. I don't see my receipt for Adidas. Who did I use for Adidas? I don't remember who I used for Adidas, and it's not coming up on my... It's not in my documents. So let me look at my folders. What do I got? eBay, UPS claims. No, I don't have it. I don't have an Amazon folder. I can't help you with Adidas. I can't remember who I used. And for some reason, I feel like, I think that Adidas was, I think whoever I used, you can't use anymore. Who did I use? I can't remember. Seriously cannot remember. So sorry about that. If I think of it, Karen, well, you're not normally in here. I'll say I'll message you, but yeah, I can't remember. I don't remember who it was. So sorry about that. All right. So return it. Yeah, I'm going to return it. If the burger is not cooked, you send it back. Send back. But you can place a note about the smell too. Yeah, I sent them a message already, and I just feel bad. Colleen, you missed me packaging your order. It's on its way. Well, once I go to the post office. What size on the beach balls? I don't know. I don't know what size. Normal size. Like this. Whatever that size is. I'd have to look at my listing. It's on eBay, my listing, I think. They don't sell. Morning, everyone. I'm late. Can we start over? All right. Hey, good morning. Welcome, everybody, to Yellow Brick Road Reselling. I'm so glad you're here. We're starting over because John slept in this morning. S&S Activewear. That might be who I used, Marcus. For some reason, that sounds familiar. Or is that familiar because now you can't use them anymore? I would check into the S&S. For some reason, I feel like you can't use them anymore. But I don't... That name sounds familiar, but I don't know if it's because... It might be because somebody mentioned them, but you can't use them anymore. Or because I use them. I don't remember. I don't. I wonder if I probably could look at my Amazon applications and see. I don't know. All right, goodbye box. I can't believe it's costing them $20 for me to send this back. $21. Oh, it saddens me. But then again, disclose that you're smoking, and you're not working. It's probably why they got rid of it. Caitlin, sorry. They don't have very many sales on eBay. Yeah, S&N is the one you can't use them anymore. Okay, for some reason I think I remember that you couldn't use them anymore. Although I would say, I don't feel like I have found enough to make it worth. I'm glad I didn't pay for the information to get ungated. I just paid to get ungated by buying the items. And I think that was enough. Like when I did the BSN Sports, those Nike socks were on clearance. And I was able to get them for I think I paid like $2 a pair. It was pretty cheap. And it made it worth it. But if I was to pay somebody $500 to find out to order from BSN Sports, it would not have been worth it from what I found so far, because I don't have a lot of opportunities to, I don't have a Nike outlet, and I know a lot of people who do Nike buy from the Nike outlet. I don't have that here. So for me, it just wouldn't have been worth it. My Nikes are pretty much what I'm finding at TJ Maxx. And right now, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, all those stores are really sketchy because they're not accepting the receipts with a photo of the of the tag anymore at Amazon. So if you get an IP or a counterfeit claim or anything, you're kind of SOL. You know, you're stuck. They could suspend your account. So it's got to be a chance you're willing to take. And I mean, I'm still taking that chance. So, but if you have like a Nike outlet around, then it's probably worth it for you to spend like the $120 to get ungated in it, because it opens up so many doors for you. But they're like, like somebody said, you just got to be careful, watch out, because it is a risky brand to sell. Risky. So, all right, got my label on. Let me make sure that this tape is still good from what they taped it. Looks good. All right, goodbye, printer. That's why I have to return you. Now I got to order labels. Wow, I still kick myself. Why did I not order any last week? I would have had them today, and I wouldn't have to be taping like I've been taping. I think I got an order on Etsy, by the way. I might do that. Went to get my groceries, and they bagged them for me. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, so Etsy sent me an email saying that they're changing the new import VAT updates. You need to know if you sell to the EU. Starting July 1st, import VAT will be collected differently. Okay, so you made a sale on Etsy. Let's see what I sold. Let's see what I sold. I sold a set of notebooks. I should probably go get those notebooks. Let me make sure I still have them. Let me check my eBay and make sure I still have them. And I might as well package them while I'm still right here doing it. ECCOLO. Oh, here they are right there. Wait a minute. No, those are the mini notebooks. Uh-oh. I don't think I have them. I don't think I got any more of these. I think I forgot to take this one down, which I don't like to cancel orders, but there hasn't been any major penalties when you cancel an order on Etsy. So I think I missed this one. Let me see. I'm going to just check and make sure I don't have this. For I know the plans I have for you. Oh, that one's pretty with the bird. And I feel like I sold this one like right when I got it. That's weird. I'm going to just double check that I don't have another one of these. I got to make a path. I'm going to break my leg. If you hear me scream, call 911 for me. I'm going to check. Do I got the notebooks? Do I got you? Do I got you? Do I got you? Not that one. Not that one. Let's check this one. Let's see. No, I got that one. And I got that one. And I got that one. I don't have it. Oh, wait. What's this? What's this? No, I don't have one. I'm going to have to message them because I do have these other ones that are Christian. I've got this one and I've got this one, but I don't have the one they ordered. Oh, Guess I'll be messaging them and tell them I don't have that one anymore. Bummer. Yeah. Hey, as long as I'm not messing up on eBay or Amazon, right? Their penalties are tough. So even Amazon's penalties are only last a week. So as long as you keep selling, they go away. Some people charge tons of case for information. You're right, Marcus. A lot of people charge lots of money for information on where you get ungated. Prove to them that you do own your own private label printing on the items. Oh, okay, so S&S you can use. Well, so was it S&S that won't sell to you, or is it that Amazon wouldn't use S&S's invoices? Just like with toys, is not worth buying from a certain place. Their prices are very high, but some people use them to get ungated. Yes. Well, EED, e-distribution is extremely high. Their shipping is high. The prices are high. But if it unlocks you into a brand that you see all the time, like for the longest time, I never got ungated in Baby Alive because I just wasn't seeing them that often. And then I started paying attention to how often I would see them, where it would have been worth it if I was ungated. I ended up paying to get ungated. I bought some, I don't know, food or diapers or something small. And I just sent in some last week, some Baby Alive dolls, the unicorns that have been on sale at Amazon, on Walmart. So I've made my money back plus on those. But things like Legos, very rarely do you find Legos that are profitable. So sometimes you just have to kind of look. Like in January, I did really well with Legos, but I don't see them that often. I got ungated in like Melissa and Doug. Well, that was a stupid ungate because nothing is ever profitable with Melissa and Doug. So you gotta, I say, get ungated in toys, the subcategory, and then get ungated in the larger things you see a lot that you think you should, pay to get ungated in. But once you're ungated in toys, it really opens you up to a lot of brands that you're automatically going to be ungated in. And then just pay attention to who you're seeing to make it worth. Like I would like to get ungated in, let me tell you the brand. Hold on. Because I tried to get ungated in it yesterday. Again. Where do I find that? No. I'm trying to find my applications on the phone here. Maybe they don't have it on here. All right. Let me look online. There's one brand, they sell like Pokemon stuff, and I got the new dashboard. I don't like it. View your selling applications. BioWorld. I want to get ungated in BioWorld. Right now, there's socks on sale on clearance at Walmart. They're by the brand BioWorld. You can't get theirs ungating unless you have an invoice. So I really would like to get BioWorld, and then I need to get DeWalt. Oh, and I like to get Craftsman. I like to get ungated in Craftsman. Now, my friend had to hook up for both of those, and I slept on it, and now you can't use it anymore. Shoot. All right, so let's see. Staples or Office Depot has labels if you're really needing them. Yeah, I don't have a Staples or an Office Depot. But I guess I could order online. I wonder if I'd get them quicker than Amazon is a week for me to get them. I hate that feeling of overselling something. Yeah. Hopefully they'll take one of these other options. So Amazon will take S&S invoices. S&S won't give you the invoice until you can prove to them. Okay. So they obviously were hearing that people were just using them. Who cares? They're getting sales. What do they care? That's stupid. That is dumb because it doesn't go against the rules for like wholesale ordering and getting it tax-free and stuff if somebody's going to be reselling it, whether they put a screen print on it or not. I guess they just don't want those one-time purchases, right? They want somebody to come back time and time again. If their prices are good enough, you'd get them. Like those the Nike socks I got on clearance, I'd buy those time and time again because it was a really good deal. Hey, Can, do you have any recommendations for ungated and toy categories? Something cheap, non-profit, but can make me ungate for toy category. Yeah, I have a video on ungating for toys if you want to go ahead and watch it. It's a lengthy video that really tells you how to get the most for your dollar. I think people were canceling the orders after downloading the invoices. Oh, well, shame on them. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Then stop. I would do that too. They closed my account because I was not printing on the items, but I am auto ungated in Nike anyway. You got auto ungated in Nike? Wow. I don't think that is an auto ungate anymore. You must have been around for a while. I'm pretty sure they'd never auto ungate Nike or Adidas anymore. You have to always have an invoice. Or at least I've never heard of anybody since I've been selling that's ever been auto ungated recently in the last 2-3 years. Yeah, go check out that video. It gets really good reviews, a lot of really good comments in there. So I think it must be beneficial for people to watch it. It is my top video out of all my videos because everybody wants to know how to get ungated in toys. That's one of the reasons why I started the channel, was because I was finding in the circle of people that I was in the groups I was in, everybody was charging for information that I'm like, seriously, you can't just tell me BSN Sports? And I understand. And there's still some really big YouTubers out there that won't say, I know Richie Hustles. I've talked about him. I like his channel. And people will ask him, and he's just like, I'm not going to tell you. Go do your own work. Because it's competition, partly, right? But Nike, I look at it as, I'm not going to tell you if I'm the only one on a listing and I'm doing really, really good on a listing, and somebody said to me, hey, tell me where you're sourcing that from or doing whatever. No, I'm not going to tell you because you're going to eat away from my profit. Well, with Nike, it is so big that there is enough pie to go around for everybody to eat that I don't need to hog that pie to myself. I will share that information. Same with toys. During Q4, toys will run out of stock because you can't find enough toys to keep it in stock. So, I share that information. It's funny. I sell canning lids. I've mentioned that here on the channel many times. And somebody, how you could ask a question on a product. Somebody asked, where are you buying these? And I'm like, what? Obviously, they must be a reseller. Because where are you buying them? On Amazon. Because customers can answer those questions. So I saw the question, and when I hit on my email, it opens up my Amazon app. Well, my Amazon buying app is under my personal account, which is different than my selling account. And so I answered it under my personal account and said on Amazon. What do you mean? Where are you buying these? On Amazon, you bonehead. No one's going to tell you, oh, I'm buying them at Walmart, right? Because Amazon's not going to want somebody to say, go buy your stuff at Walmart instead of here on Amazon. They would probably remove that. So, yeah, I was like, that's crazy. So that's what I said. Other people were saying, oh, from a distributor, and things like that. I'm like, no one's going to tell you. Walmart. Yes, I have been around. You have been around. You've been around the block. That's what happens when you're old. Just kidding. Yeah, so you're lucky. I mean, I didn't even know that you could sell as a third party on Amazon until probably 4 years ago. And then it took me a good year of going back and forth of whether I wanted to sell. And I remember opening up an account, maybe even back then. I opened an account and I sold FBM. I never really did anything with it. I remember listing some stuff, and I'm surprised I didn't lose my selling privileges because I don't think I ever sold anything. But man, if I would have, I probably wouldn't have even known because I was never checking it. And then it was years after that when I started hearing more about it, and it was just a light bulb went off. I was like, oh, I can sell on Amazon. And I remember when I went in to open an account, for somehow I ended up with 2 accounts under the same email address. I had 2 different passwords. I don't even know how you could do that. I was getting billed for 2 $39.99s. I actually had to call Amazon and get it taken care of, and it took like 6 months for it to finally get squared away. But somehow I did that. I don't even know how I did it. But one of them was I had opened it so long ago, and I kicked myself that I didn't stick with it, because man, I could have been selling CDs and DVDs and like all this stuff that people were just automatically ungated in. And now, I mean, it costs you thousands of dollars to get ungated in CDs and all that now. I've thought about it, CDs and DVDs. I had friends that paid to get ungated, and they got ungated in CDs, but not popular CDs. Like, it's different categories. And I remember them paying like $500 when we first started. I don't think any of them have done anything with paying that $500. I don't think they've done anything with it. So yeah, there was more and more people were like not sharing any information. And I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna start YouTube, and I'm gonna tell everybody where to get everything. I tell you guys too much. And sometimes I'm like, my sales are really bad. And I'm thinking, is it because I got more competition and it's hurting my sales on eBay and stuff? Are you guys selling the planners and stuff like that I was doing really good with? It's just also that time of year where things just aren't selling very good. But I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, but who knows? Now, unless you all came on and said, yeah, I just sold 12 of those. Thank you, Tamara. I'd be like, wait a minute. That means 12 I didn't sell. Do I have an LLC? I do not have an LLC. I just have a sole proprietor. Depending on what state you live in, it can become, it's an easy process in some states, or it's an expensive process in other, like California. You have to pay a yearly fee and stuff like that. I have read a lot about it, and from what I understand, my philosophy, from what I've heard, is that if you have, when it comes to taxes, it's the same. The only thing an LLC does is protect you legally if you were to be sued, but you must never, ever put anything personal with your business. So if you go to Walmart and you're thirsty and you want a soda and you're buying stuff for your business, you better not have a soda in your receipt, because all it takes is for a lawyer to look into your paperwork, find something that looks personal, and it takes away your LLC. That's what I've been told. So I am not careful like that. I will buy. Yesterday, I used my tax exempt at Walmart, but I also had a few food items which aren't taxable. So I did them as one receipt, because it's not going to make a difference using my tax thing or not. So I don't sit there and separate it unless it's a taxable item. Then I will do it separately. So for me, I just don't want to take the time. I'm a lazy accountant, a lazy accounter of stuff like that. My bank account that I use for my business pays for our mortgage out of it. And I would make sure that would always have to be separate. Like, I just don't want to deal with it. So the benefit of an LLC would not be advantageous to me, because I just don't do I don't take those precautions. If I wanted to do those precautions and had a separate account, always made sure everything was separate, then it would be okay. But yeah, it's just not for me. Hold on. My husband wanted to know if my stuff is done. Let me tell him yes. And hold on. I need to empty out the back of my car still. Do you mind bringing it around? I hate when I do that, when I start to talk and I say something wrong and I repeat it and it types it twice. So it says, do you mind bringing it around? I got to empty out what I bought yesterday. Still in the car. So which platform makes you the most profits? Amazon FBA, eBay, Etsy, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace. By far, Amazon FBA makes me the most. The sales are a lot higher. Profits are less, but the sale volume is better. Now, right now, I would say that I'm probably making the most on eBay, because my FBA has just gone to poops. Like, I just have not been that active. But last year, FBA by far made me so much more than any of the other ones. The thing is it's very hard to balance with Amazon FBA. That's a full-time job in its own. So when you're doing any of these other platforms, it takes your time away from giving it to Amazon. So when I'm doing eBay or Etsy, Mercari, Facebook, right, it means I'm not putting the time into Amazon. And that's where it's hard to find that balance. So I think if you want to do Amazon FBA, it's really good to give most of your time and energy to that. Of course, I'm saying that, but I'm not doing that right now. And then have those other platforms as a backup. That whole don't put all your eggs in one basket, because if something happens and Amazon shuts you down, which they do to so many people, you need to have a backup. But same thing with eBay. If you're all into eBay and they shut you down, and right now Etsy is shutting down a bunch of stores, that you need to have a backup to what are you going to do? So being able to go to those other platforms. I'm no lawyer, but I get the feeling that in practice, an LLC isn't as much of a shield as people think of it as somebody really wants. Yeah, absolutely, John. That's why I am a sole proprietor, but I have business insurance. I have the $1 million policy that Amazon says you need. Plus, I have policies aside from that. So you need to have business insurance on your business. It cost me, I think, $500-600 for a year. Well worth this, being able to sleep at night and not worry about if somebody sued me because they were stupid enough to drink hot coffee and spill it on themselves and then blame me for drinking hot coffee and spilling it on themselves. Hold on a minute. I got to put my stuff into a bag for my husband. It's all ready, but just not bagged. Do you want to bring this and then I'll empty my car after?
No, you only got to go for that stuff for the connection.
All right. Do you want to empty my stuff, or I can end my live and empty it? Because I'm still live. I normally bag as I go, but I didn't do that today. Ooh, Peter's going to be happy today with the bag of stuff. You just stick it like over here because it's Amazon. I got to do that for Amazon. I need the boxes in the back of mine. Here's one more.
Yeah. Put it over here. This is all post office.
All post office. Yep. Want me just to take those bags for me? I don't have shoes on though. I got my goodies that I bought yesterday. Somebody asked about the Dickie shoes or socks. These were the other ones.
You forgot this.
Nano Glide. Oh, just pop it there. But I need the boxes.
I know.
Okay. But those are the socks. Copper socks, and then these are the ones. Hi, Bearded Picker. I was like, what? Scott's in my chat? No, I got my own bearded picker. You know how people have a pool boy? I got a mail boy. He brings my mail for me. So who do you go through for insurance? I go through Ashlyn Hayden for insurance. That bag from IKEA. I love my IKEA bags. I hope we brought the boxes in. I had to go buy boxes yesterday. Look how uneven my bangs look. Why didn't you guys tell me my bangs are all like, this part is like so long. That's weird. All right, so your regular insurance company can help you with that. So Ashlyn Hayden is specifically does for ecom. Let me put her name in here. I think she's called Ecom Insure, ecom.insure, something like that. Let me just check. Yeah, ecom.insure. This is her website. They'll give you a quote. Just get a quote. You don't have to pay it. Just get a quote, and if you don't like the number, then go elsewhere. Just make sure if you go through your home insurance that you're, really clear about everything that you need. So one of the things that I learned from Ashlyn, she was actually on, I think it was actually the Bearded Pickers channel. Was it hers? No, she was on Jason T. Smith. And she was talking about how a lot of people, you need it for Amazon. If you sell, it used to be, I don't know if it's changed at all. If you do 3 consecutive months of $10,000 in sales a month, you needed to have insurance. So I was obviously doing that. So I was like, okay, I got to get insurance. I looked, somebody had heard about her from watching her on YouTube, which you can do a search for her and you'll see her pop up and watch her on YouTube, and she's being interviewed on people's shows. She was supposed to come to mine last year around this time, but one of her employees got hurt at work and she was in the emergency room and missed our appointment. So I came live. She never came on. I kept waiting, and then finally I just said, all right, we're going to talk about something else today. So she was telling me that a lot of people will get it for Amazon, but aside from that, or she's not telling me, but saying it on YouTube. Aside from that is, let's say you're gone sourcing. Like I do day trips and also day or overnight trips, and if I have my car full of stuff that I just sourced and I get in an accident and it breaks everything or damages or whatever, and I lose that value of stuff, your car insurance does not cover your business expenses, where that insurance would cover it. Or if it was parked in a hotel room, oh my gosh, I've heard this one time, somebody for their wedding had all the wedding gifts in the back of their car and they stayed at a hotel one night. Somebody broke in and stole all their wedding gifts. Well, if you had your car full of stuff you've sourced, like I just bought some routers yesterday and those aren't cheap. So if I had a bunch of routers, because I was hitting a ton of Walmarts to pick up routers, and somebody broke into my car at night while I was parked at the Hilton's hotel, they stole them all. Your car insurance would not cover that because it's a business expense. So just that type of stuff. Or if your house is on fire, like my house burnt down, if I don't have a rider on there for my business, then it wouldn't cover all the stuff here in the business. So that type of stuff. And there's also like there's like if you got hacked, like if somebody was to hack my Amazon account or something like that, and it actually, or hack my computer, did something where it cost me money, then I could put a claim in for something like that too. So there's like all these different things. I don't even know all the stuff I have covered. I have coverage for things I don't even know I have coverage for. But it's just nice to know I have it in case I end up needing it. I do like that. I don't think I have anything else, ladies and gents. I'm going to tell you, now that I got my stuff out of the car, if there's anything awesome you should go grab. So in the Walmart electronics is where I found deals yesterday. I got routers. I got weather radios. I bought SD cards for my husband were $1. They're only 16 gigabyte, but it's what his game camera needs, so he likes that. What else did I get? Oh, some Kodak, a bunch of Kodak things, like I don't know. It's just share. Oh, look at there's a spider. I wonder if that's that same spider that was there the other day. He's a little bigger. He must have been a baby spider at the time. He's bigger now. I'm not as much afraid of small spiders than big ones. So I had, what else did I get? A bunch of the socks. I got some books. What books? Hold on, let me see. Let me grab. I'll show y'all. Those that have been hanging out here or came in late, you get the benefit. So they had a lot of underwear. This was $3. They were all size small, but they're profitable, so I picked them up. A lot of Hanes underwear. These were the scan and share. I picked up these. Oh, I was telling you guys about, this was the kit for the GoPro. See how it has like for your dashboard. It's got for your chest, the floater, I don't know, a whole bunch of different stuff. These were $3. This box of stuff is $3. So I'm thinking, let me see if they're on eBay. I'm thinking I'll be able to do pretty good on eBay. Search. I picked them up. I picked them up without looking at them. So looks like some of them are asking 20. Let's see what solds are. Oh, only one sold for 18 bucks. So I don't know. I bought them all. I think there was only 3 of them. Let's see. Underwear. What's this? Oh, that's for ourselves. Oh, I picked up these were the weather radios. Emergency crank weather radio. I know they were wicked cheap. I was like shocked. Let me tell you how much they were. I don't think I have the receipt in there, but let me pull up the Walmart app. Let me search the price. And come on. So they normally sell for $40. And some stores have them down to $16. I don't think I paid that much. I paid $9.98 for mine. Oh, I did pick up this little 2-way radio set. Picked up that. I bought all of those those other, the radios. And, I got this this was at Walmart. This ball for $5 is profitable. I wish they would have had more. I would have bought them all. It was the only one they had. That's all socks in there. So that's pretty much it. You have a Charlotte living around your desk. I know, I do. Charlotte's web. I don't see any webs though. He's just a little one. I don't know where he went, but I won't kill him. I'll let him live till he produces too many babies, or gets close enough to me where I'll squish him. All right. Well, I guess that's it, folks. I've been on for over 3.5 hours, and I got stuff I got to get done today. Besides shipping, I got to get all this packed up and out to Amazon. And all those socks need poly bagging. And the problem with stuff on clearance is you got to remove the stupid stickers. And one of my bags does have a blow dryer in it because I finally broke down and bought a blow dryer to warm up some stickers, because I have some little cushy cart covers that you put on a shopping cart, and they got stickers on them. And as I started to peel, I was like, yeah, no, I got to warm that up because it's going to rip the packaging. So I got to do that. But all right, so I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for stopping in today. I appreciate it. A lot of new faces. So I'm so happy you guys stopped in. If you are new though, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit that thumbs up. I know Jennifer was telling people at the beginning today to hit that thumbs up. It'd be great if you would do that. It helps my channel out, gets it out to more people, so more people can come in and hang out with us while I'm packaging up the goodies. And Zen, I'm so happy that you popped in today and you told me that it was you, so I know that you're also okay. Hopefully, I probably send a message to Michelle. I haven't seen her for a while. I got to check in on her. And I'll see you guys later. I'll see you on Friday. Well, actually, you know what? It's summer. It's going to be great weather. It's supposed to be in the 60s here. Friday, I will probably be doing garage sales. So I might, if I feel like it, I might go live tomorrow afternoon to package up my orders. So on Friday, I'm going to go garage selling. So I might do that. So, all right. Talk to you guys later. See ya. Bye.